Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're well. This is a broadcast. It's 2 hours late. I said I'd be doing it 8 o'clock. It's now 10. About 5 o'clock in the morning, I was sitting here and I got really tired, so I laid down. And yeah, there's no other excuse. I just got tired. That's what happens when I don't have a set schedule. I think the only schedule I keep is the Lords of the Night schedule. So I wake up this morning and I see some crazy people have been at it again. There's been reports of suspicious packages sent to Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. The weird part of that is what these packages are has changed, and it's changed just since I've been awake. Originally, they were bombs. They were absolutely bombs. I even read one that said they were very similar to what was sent to George Soros. Well, that was specifically a pipe bomb. We know what those are. These are suspicious packages. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all well. Thank you so much for showing up and hanging out with me this morning. I'll do my best to make it entertaining. Sir Blue says Hillary is a suspicious package. I would suggest she has one too. Just ask Bill. That's why he went to Monica. So yeah, this is breaking from CNBC. Feds investigate suspicious packages sent to Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. The bullet points are: U.S. Secret Service said Wednesday that potential explosive devices. What the fuck is a potential explosive device? I mean, technically, isn't that a Samsung phone? Lucky's Pop-Tart says, this is why I shouldn't have a wrench. My boobs keep trying to boot people. Oh, is that what happened up there? Sorry, Net. Poppy's boobs wanted you censored. Yeah, what the fuck is a potential explosive device? Now, if you mean bomb, say bomb. But otherwise, if it's just some random shit somebody threw in a box to look like one, say somebody made a clock into a possible. Poppy, I'm trying to read and I can't read when you're doing that. Anyway, potentially explosive devices were addressed to former President Barack Obama and ex-presidential candidate Hillary Clinton. The New York Times described the package addressed to Clinton's home in Chappaqua. I forget how you say that. Anyway, New York as an explosive device, citing a law enforcement official. Clinton lives at the Westchester County residence with her husband, former President Bill Clinton. The Secret Service said in a statement that the package addressed to Obama was intercepted by the agency personnel in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday morning. Soros last week, and then this happens. Yes, indeed. They've tried to link them, and it's possible that they are linked. But the Soros one was a very specific kind of package, and maybe they're just not telling us that it was exactly the same. I don't know. The Soros one, they said, was a pipe bomb. It had black powder inside of it. But this story keeps moving further and further away from it was a bomb to it might have just been something somebody left on the lawn that they dropped off, fell out of their car as they were moving, kind of thing. Except for, yeah, they were apparently addressed to them. Who needs to actually be told Hillary is married to Bill at this point? Well, we haven't had to know that for a long time because it's the only reason she's famous anyway. Hi, Scribe. Like, go throttle. Don't make me read shit like that in the morning. What's wrong with you? Lucky says, I hid your message but undid it. Oh, talking to Net. Yeah. Net, Poppy's boobs were trying to censor you. She fixed it, though. Did you use your boobs to fix it? Anyway, the New York Times described the package addressed to Clinton's home and stop making me read that. And that's the same goddamn line as above. Clinton spokesman Nick Merrill said in a tweet that nothing sent to Clinton got to any home. The Secret Service said in a statement that the package addressed to Obama was intercepted. The packages were immediately identified during routine mail screening procedures as potential explosive devices and were appropriately handled as such. Assistant Special Agent Mason Brayman said in a statement, the protectees did not receive the packages, nor were they at risk of receiving them. But I wonder if that's just for Obama, because the other one said it went to the Clinton home. And the Clintons are still protected by Secret Service, even though she didn't win, because Bill once did. He's a former president, so they have Secret Service protection. Polly, you want to come talk about blowing up Hillary Clinton? Not talking about blowing. That came out wrong. That's going to get me a federal investigation. Shit. About somebody trying to blow up Hillary Clinton. That's my new music for when I'm sending out links. Sorry. Brayman added, the Secret Service has initiated a full-scope criminal investigation that will leverage all available federal, state, and local resources to determine the source of the packages and identify those responsible. President Donald Trump has been briefed on the packages and is taking the situation, quote, extremely seriously, a senior White House official told NBC News. Newcastle Police Department Lieutenant James Carroll told CNBC that his package has assisted his department. Holy fuck, I didn't even just read that one wrong. I completely replaced the word. That his department has assisted the FBI and U.S. Secret Service in investigating the package sent to the Clintons, which was discovered last night. Wait, what? It was discovered last night. In a tweet Wednesday morning, the New York branch of the FBI acknowledged the existence of the package sent to the Clintons, but said it would decline further comment on the ongoing investigation. The Times reported that the device was similar to one found. See, here we go. To the one found at the home of George Soros, a politically active billionaire and pariah to many on the right. That's putting it lightly. Soros's home in Bedford, New York, is located fewer than 9 miles from the Clinton residence. Asked about the package sent to Soros, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders told NBC that our team is monitoring the situation, but we cannot comment further at this time as it's an ongoing investigation. So there's a lot of people talking behind or anonymously. The actual people who are giving us official statements, they're either saying we can't comment or, like the Secret Service told us, yes, we captured this potentially explosive device sent to the Obamas at the routine screening. So this is a breaking story, guys. Here's the thing. One, don't try to kill these people for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's wrong. That is the most important thing, and I want to get that out there. It is wrong to try to kill people. But secondly, I don't want to hear about this for the next fucking 20 years. I don't want to hear every time some fucking crazy dude shoots up congressman at a baseball game. Well, you remember that time somebody tried to blow up Hillary? Lucky says bombs are for pussies. I agree. Unless we're dropping them from the air, and then it's just a beautiful sight. You ever see like the footage of any of our really big bombs, like the bunker buster thing? That fucker's beautiful. Was it from Benghazi? Do we blame a video? That's a good question, Jack. I wonder if that bitch said something that caused people to try to bomb her, because that was her shit with Benghazi, wasn't it? Somebody made a video and it made them very mad at us, so that's why they attacked us. Maddie sent me something. The New York Times read it again. They say the packages were delivered. The Secret Service says otherwise. Well, that's what I was wondering about, because the Secret Service, according to that article we just read, made it sound like at the very least the Obamas didn't get it. Did the one for the Clintons not get through either? I can't read this picture that's on here. I don't have my glasses, and that came out really small. But this is a press release from the Secret Service, so. Let's see. The U.S. Secret Service has intercepted 2 suspicious packages addressed to Secret Service protectees. Oh, so neither one of them got through? What? Okay, look, it's still a story because somebody's trying to blow these people up, and that's Dork says I sent you an article you can look at. Where did you send it? Did you just tag me in it, or did you send it through DMs? Because if it's DMs, it didn't come through to me. Oh, yes, it did. That one. Okay, I see. The one from earlier. Okay. But anyway, yeah. So this is a wait and see kind of moment. But seriously, guys, don't try to blow up people. It's just because you don't like them politically. Stop it. Don't shoot congressmen. Don't blow up former presidents. Don't. Find something better to do with your time. You know, you could do it better with your time. My neighbor does it. Garden. Get some. That seems to take a lot of work, which is why I don't do it myself, even when I was healthy. But go out there and make yourself a little garden, and keep the bugs away, and keep the little vermin away. And it'll keep you from blowing people up and trying to shoot each other. I'm just saying. Hey, Grizzly, how you doing? Better question. Who's stupid enough to think these people get their own mail? That's another one, disturbing, Zen. We talked about that with Soros, but it's the same with these guys. Michelle Obama's not walking out to the mailbox every day to greet the mailman. Hi, thank you for the mail, and going in and checking her bills. That's not, yeah. Sticks Hexenhammer does gardening. Yes, he does. And as far as I know, he's never tried to blow anybody up, which makes my point. It's winter. You can't garden now. Yes, you can. There are ways you can garden in the winter.
Connect gardening to this? What?
I'm trying to give people other things to do besides blow up people and shoot people.
Oh, yeah. Gardening's an excellent one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reading, knitting.
Knitting. There you go. If it's winter and you can't garden, you can knit.
Yep.
See, there's lots of things you can do other than blowing up people. You know what you can do other than blowing up people? You could stream. That's what I do.
And talk about other people trying to blow other people up.
I've mentioned this so many times just with the rhetoric that comes out. But how the fuck do you hate a politician enough to try to blow him up?
I don't understand what the point of blowing up. Like it's weird, right? Like Soros, Obama, and the Clintons, or specifically Hillary. Why? Like Soros, I get, like in your mind, if you're thinking that he's the Bond villain, super criminal that's controlling, aspects of Illuminati pressures and such. But like Hillary, are you kidding me? What's that going to do?
I have a theory. I bet if they check the packages, they're going to find Hillary Clinton's fingerprints.
Well, the prevailing opinion in the slime pits that are Twitter is that they came from the White House.
Oh, no. I don't think the White House would do it. I think Clinton did it because she wants attention.
I'm still relevant. People want to kill me. That's how important I am.
Yes.
I see.
I think I will tweet that out and see how many people get pissed off by that.
A few, I would imagine.
Would
see, like, okay. It's like you already said this. The word's already out, and the bad news is already spreading. And I read the Secret Service dispatch as well. There was no danger of them. There was no possibility of them getting it. It never even reached their homes. But yet, under U.S. trends on Twitter, Clinton's, it's suspicious package found near Bill and Hillary Clinton's New York home. No, it wasn't. Obama's suspicious package found near Bill and Hillary Clinton's home. Also the Obamas. No.
Yeah. Just the amount of differences in the press reports is fucking amazing. From there's ones out there that actually make it sound like Hillary opened it up and oh my God, there was bomb in there.
Yeah.
I'm being a little hyperbolic, but not much. According to that Secret Service press release, it never got to either one of them, never made it to their houses, but several of the reports are like, it was found near her house.
Yep. In Westchester, not too far, and in the same county as George Soros. And I read descriptions of gunpowder and stuff, and you got to be fucking kidding me. Like, people on Twitter, man. How often has a joke gone around about millennials getting their news from social media? Yeesh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, TA just mentioned top chat. I'm gonna remember to turn
shit.
it off early this time. Live chat
Yeah.
it is.
For some reason, I remember to do mine earlier. Oh, Poppy's nipples reminded me to do it earlier.
Okay, I think that requires an explanation.
Poppy's nipples accidentally censored somebody. She like leaned forward or something, and
Really?
yeah.
Huh.
Oh, Poppy, I didn't see it in chat. It's right there. Calm down. Calm down. I was.
So she like, you mean like she accidentally like titty typed and censored someone? I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's got the censoring titties. Self-censoring titties. New from Pop Tart. Yeah, Net says I was the victim. Yeah, it was. It was Net. Yeah, but when I saw this, my immediate thing was, this is meaningless. I mean, it's meaningful, for them to find somebody who is trying to blow them up, but like this potential explosive device. Do you realize how many things that could be?
Well, see, this is okay. You've been through the airport. A lot of us have. Have you ever had your laptop swabbed for explosives?
I haven't been to the airport since all this has changed in 9/11.
Oh, okay.
I don't fly much.
Okay. They break out a little piece of gauze, it looks like, and they just kind of like swab in and around a piece of electronics, not necessarily your laptop, although those are really common. And they put in a little machine, and it scans for possible explosive residue that might indicate that there's something that shouldn't be in your laptop. That could be it. It could be any number of things. It's a suspicious package. Not we opened it up and there was a fucking pipe bomb with a fuse attached to a mercury switch. Like, you know what I mean?
You know what I hope it was? Those cans of biscuits.
We sense something under pressure.
Because those explode. Hi, Poppy.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I wasn't ignoring you in chat. I just missed it in chat until I scrolled back up to find the titty censoring, and that's when I saw you ask if you could come on.
Oh, I just typed
so
morning to you in chat, Pop Tart. Morning.
I just found it funny. You're like, calm down, calm down. I just wrote like, if you don't want me on, that's cool. Just let me know.
Oh, I hadn't even read that message when I said that out loud. I was still, because didn't you say you'd asked twice or something? That's all I'd gotten to. And like, calm down, I'll get there. You have to remember, Monkey is slow not only in movements but also in brain. I've only been up like half an hour here, guys.
I haven't slept at all, so I got home from work at like 8:30.
I wasn't planning on going to sleep, but I was sitting here. Yeah, 5 o'clock came and my body said, "Sleep now," which sucks because Lady Monkey had to drive into the office today, and I missed her leaving, so I won't see her until basically showtime tonight.
Oh shit. Jim Healy says, I used to train dogs for explosives and use the material that they test those machines to train. My shit always sets off the explosive alarms when they swab. God, travel must suck for you, man. Like every time they think you've got bombs on you. Shit.
Bertan says Monkey ignores the women's. Only their vote, dude. Only their vote. Poppy, how you been?
Pretty okay. Like, I don't know. You can ask Polly. I tell him some horror stories about my job. I had a bad night last night, but other than that.
Is that why your boobs are angry today?
See, and nobody ever believes me either. I have people in chat questioning that. But what happens is I stick my phone in my bra, like I wear sports bras, and I use them as a giant pocket. So, like, if I'm doing dishes or something, I just shove my phone down in my bra. And sometimes when I pull my phone back out, I'll look and it's like that I bopped somebody or I muted somebody or I hid somebody's message. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, I believe that.
What were my nipples doing?
I just with my hand picking up my phone, walking upstairs, and I look at my phone like I didn't turn on any of these apps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take much for that.
And when you're playing YouTube, I can't close my screen out because it stops playing YouTube. So if I'm listening to a stream, I just kind of have to leave the screen on, and I try to face it outside, but I guess things hit it. So
wait, why is Jack overlooked? What happened?
Nothing. He just says, it's Jack. I love fucking with him. It's
okay.
He said, I get ignored too. Don't feel bad. And I said, man, you may be temporarily overlooked, but you're never forgotten.
Yeah, because Dak said he ignored me. He just loves Poppy's titties. It is well known I'm an ass man. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, just not his ass though.
Well, I like my ass. I just don't want anybody. I think I have a sweet ass. I just don't want anybody touching it because it's mine.
Okay,
It's a
so let's
phobia
get
I
back
have,
to Pop-Tarts Censorious Titties.
Yeah, why are they censoring, man? You got
know.
fascist titties.
You know, back in the day when I used to go to failure streams before the whole blood sports bullshit, he threw wrenches out to everybody, and I used to accidentally actually kick people out of his chat completely. That's why I used to tell you, don't give me a wrench, was because I was afraid I was going to just like knock people out of chat constantly. I try not to stick my phone in my bra while I'm listening to streams anymore, but I still do it out of habit.
You're saying I have to either explain to people about their censorship or take your wrench away. I'm not taking your wrench away. You're Poppy, so.
Yeah. I'll try very hard not to stick your face in my bra anymore.
Oh, Jean-Pierre says, Monkey, I bet Stephen Colbert will blame Trump and his supporters. Do you think that's all the jokes are going to be? Is that this is...
Oh, yeah.
Donald Trump was spotted at the local hardware store buying pipe parts. Like, it's just, of course.
Well, that was the other thing I thought about this. They are blowing it up so big. Right here, coming up to the election, it's going to be, look how evil these Trump supporters are. How you doing, Dax?
Pretty good.
Your titties ever censor anybody?
I know.
Okay.
That's never going to die. No, I'm sorry. I had to snicker when you said they're blowing it up because, it's bombs.
Indeed.
Snickers? I want a Snickers.
I didn't even do that on purpose.
Yeah, I know. That's why I left.
That's how good I am, guys.
Just got those WMDs in her sports bra.
Damn it.
But
you don't think that this will interrupt Bill and Hillary Clinton's speaking tour and evening with the Clintons, do you?
What, Poppy's tits? Maybe.
Shut up, Dax.
They are rather distracting. I would rather see Pop-Tarts titties than have an evening with the Clintons, but
you would not.
An evening with Hillary's titties or your titties, that's not a decision that's hard to make, let me tell you. Have you actually heard about this?
Well, there's always Bill's.
This 13 city speaking tour they're doing?
I did. My guess was they only had $10 million left, so they were dirt poor, and they were trying to get some extra money.
I love the press release from the tour organizer, which is Live Nation.
Net says, "Do you think Poppy's titty sent the bombs?" That's funny for two reasons, because it's funny, and two, Net was the one who was
bobbed or like muted or hidden. Oh, by the way, I would like to say hi to my Black Jesus. Hi. Okay, sorry, it's a joke.
Is Mustafa here?
Yeah, he is.
Hey, Mustafa.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Polly. I didn't mean to interrupt you there. That was just funny, so I had to.
Yeah, it's kind of wish you had interrupted me. An evening with the Clintons. They will be sharing stories and inspiring anecdotes, discussing issues of the day, and looking towards the future. Doesn't that sound fun?
Inspiring anecdotes? What, like how not to get caught with the jizz stains all over the office?
So basically, it's just them talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, it literally is. The tickets are available through Ticketmaster from $59.50 to $745.
What?
Jesus.
No, thank you.
$740 to meet an ex-president and a failed president.
No, not meet. You ain't meeting them.
Just listen.
Well,
yeah, the tour is scheduled to start November 18th at the 5,200 seat Park Theater at the new MGM Resort in Las Vegas before making its way to other cities in U.S. and Canada. Yeah, it's going to be like a stand-up comedy show, except there's going to be it'll be unintentionally funny. Like it'll just be them sitting on stage talking.
Wait, 122 watch it, only 28 likes, y'all.
Hey, I like
how sensitive my ego is.
And his butt. I mean, come on.
Do you want me to cry?
Out his butt?
Holy shit, Jack's here.
What's up, Jack?
Hey, how's it going, fellas?
See, Senpai noticed you.
Yeah, I finally guilted Monkey into giving me a link.
Hey, that's how I got on the show.
Wait. That's not true. You guilted me the other day, and I gave you one then, too.
Yeah, and then you ended the thing right after I got on.
Yeah, you gotta guilt me pretty early.
I'm too lazy for that.
I can believe that Bill would give a what was it, inspirational speech, because he can do those.
Inspirational. Yeah, he's a good public speaker. He is.
Her, on the other hand, I think it would just kill the whole mood, which is why, again, he banged Monica. Well, didn't bang her, but got that sweet
Cigar taste.
playing. Yeah.
See, I would like to see it like not pay for it. The $700, I better meet some hoes. But
Yeah,
like,
Phil will teach you all his tricks.
but like, I would like to see a video of it like muted just to see the weird faces and shit she makes. Because during the elections, it was interesting just to watch what's going to happen with her face or body next. But other than that, no, I'm not paying money to go listen to her. That's stupid.
Jay, if you've liked it since, yes, I do still love you. I love all you guys, but I'd love you more if you click that like button. Do you think anybody runs around the country, meets Bill, and wants him to sign a cigar?
No, they wanted him to sign their tits.
Well, that too. Well, not anymore. Have you seen him? He looks old.
I mean,
Bill
grandma
looks
tits.
old.
Like he looks like he lost a lot of weight. You know that saggy skin when you lose a lot of weight?
He looks like he got AIDS.
Maybe he did.
It's possible.
And I'm not joking. The way how fast it happened with him too. It's like something went wrong there.
Yeah, he realized he was married to Hillary.
Just as a quick little side note, Jim Healis is in chat, and he put out his independent comic that he
Blue Mamba,
creator and writer for. Yeah, Blue Mamba. And he just wrote, "I've made it. Someone is selling my comic on eBay for $75, or you can buy a new one from him for $10." That is awesome.
Nice.
The seller's name is Jim Healis.
Yeah.
do I sound funky?
You sound fine.
Oh, somebody says I sound like I'm in a diving bell. I don't even know what the fuck a diving bell is, but
That would mean that there's like an echoey kind of thing going on.
They're called a bathysphere.
Oh dear Lord. Ramen asks, so he didn't bang Monica? No, Bill Clinton, according to all we know, never put his penis in her vagina. He got a blowjob, splooged on her dress, and he stuck a cigar in her.
Ever so lovingly.
I still can't believe that was a national news story. That we know that much about what our president did with his peen.
Yeah, we didn't even know that much about the Kennedys.
Oh my God, I know.
I still love what is.
Oh yeah, it depends on what your definition of is.
Right? Nobody else would get away with that shit.
Only fucking Bill, and that's why I love Bill Clinton. I know people hate him, but as a politician, he was at the top of his game.
Yeah, the hoes always make good president. Like you get a slutty ass man, he'll make a good president.
Slutty ass Democrat men.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
You get the slutty ass Republicans won't vote for him.
that's not true. We got Trump.
But he's not slutty, he's whorish.
That's
Just a John.
Yeah, he's the John. There you
go. What could hold back the blue wave, y'all?
go. Themselves.
Tampon?
Oh
Gross.
my God.
You know, on commercials, it's always blue.
Well, are we going horseback riding?
I still want to say those Tampax was here commercials scarred me for life.
My has not popped, Platty.
Now,
Did
if
you
Poppy's eye pops, we're gonna all think Hillary did it.
Okay, I just read what she put up above that. It says, "Don't forget to not lit," and then below it, a couple it says Poppy's eye pop. So
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
I saw the last one first.
Speaking of, how is your eye?
Well, do you realize that Poppy's eye could be a potential explosive device?
So can her breasts when she goes into an airplane, but come on.
Apparently. Yeah, how is the eye doing, sweetie?
It's still pretty much the same. It's declined a little bit, but you know.
Did you hear Monica's turning Republican? The Democrats left a bad taste in her mouth.
Ha!
Oh, Jesus.
Thanks,
That's
Peter.
disturbing.
I have now an image and a hopeful.
You don't know. Bill could have been on the asparagus thing because apparently that makes it.
I heard pineapple is good though, so if you down a lot of pineapple, get some of that.
I'm gonna try that with Lady Monkey. But like, honey, I ate pineapple.
Hey, don't take my word for it. Lauren said that's how it tasted. I'm not gonna judge her for it. That's just
Lauren.
my girl.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, okay. I was like, Southern. Did she talk about that?
Ha! That'd be even better. She'd be one of my
Gutenberg.
cheats.
Gutenberg needs to read that if it's true.
Gutenberg's probably stalking Lauren Southern.
Oh,
Who is it?
He loves not me. I don't find her all that attractive.
I mean, she's
She's
the
okay.
only dude I'd bang, but
You wouldn't bang
Yeah.
Serena Williams?
No, you saw what she did to the racket. She'd do that to my dick.
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to get your banjo broken.
That's right.
Yeah, she's like a real life She-Hulk, man. No way.
Hey, but I would actually bang She-Hulk over Serena Williams.
I think she's got balls. That's all I'm saying.
Without tennis or otherwise.
As serial killer trophies or on her?
On her body.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Do all guys like girls that swallow?
No.
I don't care, honestly.
Unless they're good at it.
Well, that's the as long as they're not interrupting things, I don't care. Now if she has to never mind. That's the aftermath, so what do I care?
Yeah, I'm usually asleep by then, but I do prefer if they choke a little bit.
Yeah, by then I'm snoring, so yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chris doesn't really give a fuck. He actually thinks it's gross if I swallow. So.
Well, I don't think it's gross, and if a chick does it, it's like sweet. But otherwise, I mean, I'm worried more about getting it into her mouth rather than what she does with it after it's there.
Yeah, but what if she spits it in her hand and slaps it in your ear?
Well, that's different.
Or spits
it
at you.
Back.
Right.
Prospero says
leaking spooge.
Sorry to interrupt, but Prospero says that the CNN office have now been evacuated because of a suspicious package.
Are you serious?
Blow up CNN. No, sorry.
It's just Chris.
Wow,
Polly.
Damn.
Sorry.
I yelled Polly when I meant to yell Poppy. Sorry.
I know Polly gets in trouble when I yell.
Well, you just yell at Polly. That's who we yell at.
Yeah, why is my name so easy to yell? I don't get it.
No,
it's always Polly's fault. We made that clear on the Minions like a year ago. It's always Polly.
In my defense, it's because of Bear yelling at you.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is just Bear going, Polly!
But that's what I mean. Everybody it just seems to roll off the tongue in high volume. I don't get it.
It's very easy to yell. That's why. Blind says, not blind. Ken says, so my package arrived. Be careful, dude.
Yeah,
that's how you get on a list.
Shit.
You'll be on a list, and Hillary will find out where you are soon.
For those of you who ordered Blue Mamba, you can open your packages up. People have done unboxings. There's no explosive devices inside. It's fine.
I asked him to send me a link to that so I could show it for him, but he didn't do it.
Okay.
CNN New York headquarters evacuated after suspicious package found. CNN headquarters in New York City were evacuated on Wednesday morning as the police investigated a suspicious package sent to the building. Anchors Jim, somebody, and Poppy, whoever, were pulled off the air as alarms went off in the building. Watch the moment above. And, oh, yeah, you can. You can actually watch when they are like, fuck, we got to run.
I really hope they said, fuck, we have to run.
Well, one went to the White House, too.
Shit, I clicked on the video and that won't stop.
One went to the. Did you say one went to the White House too?
That's what it says on CNN. Suspicious packages sent to White House, Obama's, Clinton's, and Time Warner Center.
God damn. Well, okay. Now you can. People on Twitter can shut the ever-loving fuck up about Donald.
Oh yeah, like the facts will stop them.
God damn it!
Hasn't so far.
Yep, suspicious package addressed to the White House intercepted. A package addressed to the White House was intercepted on Wednesday, according to CNN. Earlier in the day, the Secret Service said that potential explosive. Okay, we know all that part. The White House.
You're pretty old. Remember when? Okay, that was a really poor choice as a start. Okay, let me start over again.
And you wonder why you're the one who gets yelled at.
I know. I'm sorry. That was a terrible choice of words. Monkey, do you remember?
What do you think?
Remember around September 11th, 01, when anthrax was the big thing shortly thereafter, and anthrax packages were being received everywhere. One showed up at Tom Daschle's, then Speaker of the House's office. There's all sorts of senators were receiving them. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. That.
It's this. I don't know. It's just jogging my memory for that, and it's like though they were all coming from like Mahmoud Akbar, like it was all very Arab sounding names, like it on them. I'm just thinking, postulate. Who do you think's doing it?
I think it's some crazy fucker in Montana.
You think weirdo survivalist militia type?
Yeah, that would be my guess.
I think a conspiracy theorist. You know, one of those people who are like everything's tied together and they're all,
Yeah,
you know.
it's somebody with like mental illness. It always is with stuff like this. I mean, look at Ted Kaczynski. That dude had all kinds of issues.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
Jeremy, do
Mm.
not call Pop Tarts breakfast raviolis.
Raviolis.
Breakfast ravioli.
Bali, I will kill you and lick your eyeballs.
It's a
Fruit
it's a
ravioli.
What?
Why don't you want to be called a ravioli?
Because I'm not a ravioli. Have you ever tried to boil a Pop Tart? See how well that goes.
You don't have
I mean, now I have to
goodness
try it,
inside.
though. She's got that jelly filling.
You got that sweet goodness inside.
A darkness filling.
For the record, I don't consider it a Pop-Tart if it doesn't have the outer stuff too. What's that called? Frosting is what
Frosting,
they call it,
yeah.
but it's not really frosting.
It's frosting. It's just not
It's
good frosting.
it's sweet spackle is what it is.
Yeah, some frosting-like substance.
Yes.
I could cock my balls with
Nothing
this.
in a Pop Tart is natural. I'm just saying. I
That's
love
okay.
Pop Tarts, but they don't even claim that anything's natural.
But I thought your breasts were real.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm not an
Jesus.
actual Pop Tart.
Lies. I've been lied to this whole time. That's the only reason I like you.
Oh,
HMS Hood says Pop-Tarts are a Jewish conspiracy. Ah.
Also, I'm just kidding. I love you, Poppy.
You're gonna end up on a list too, but that's a different list, Hood. Be careful. Careful what you said. The FBI watches my chat. Super hard to believe you have diabetes, Ranting Monkey. I know. Here, one of my favorite things to do, and by the way, this will make you sick as hell, but it is so good. You take a giant, and I do mean giant, bowl of Cocoa Pebbles
Oh God, here we go.
and 2 heated chocolate Pop-Tarts and eat them together, and it is amazing. But you will, by the end of it, you will feel like you're gonna die.
see, I did something sort of the same. I would do the Fruity Pebbles and then wild berry Pop Tarts on top.
Fruity Pebbles are garbage nowadays. I won't eat them.
Well, this is back when they didn't suck. I
Yeah,
haven't
they
eaten
suck
like
now.
that. in a while.
Don't eat them.
This is around the time I was making Dorito Cheeto pizzas. So
Oh my God.
I
I
almost
would-
made Zelthor sick when I told him about your cold hot dog and ranch dressing, Monkey.
You know what else I do? And I did this morning. A cold hot dog dipped in French onion dip.
I
Oh,
would say that's a
man.
euphemism somewhere in there, but you know.
Do you just
Yep.
keep a package of defrosted cold hot dogs sitting there in the fridge for morning?
I have hot dogs on hand all the time because it's something I eat. It's something I can eat very easily.
Mhm.
But I've always loved hot dogs. And it's, for the record, you can't get the good ones. Don't get the good ones. That's not a hot dog. That's sausage.
Oh, hi, Omegon.
Hey, Omegon, you got to get the cheap ones.
oh my god.
The how the fuck can they sell these at that price and still make money ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Because
were
those
totally paced at one point. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Those
As
are
a parent,
Go
I
ahead.
was just saying, as a parent, I understand what you mean about having the hot dogs all the time because we bought them when the kids were little to have in the refrigerator all the time, and now we just still do that.
Well, after mom died and dad became a drunk, hot dogs were something I could cook really easy for myself.
Mhm.
And so that was the only thing I always asked dad. That and bologna. Just please have it in the house so I can eat.
Ooh,
Um,
bologna too, huh?
What's that?
I said, ooh, bologna too.
I love bologna.
What about like microwave mini pizzas, man? Like, you know,
I can do the I don't want to talk about it, so I don't want people to feel sympathy for me when I'm about to ask them for money. Guys, don't forget you can donate. As I told you. It's really sad story.
The Dollar Tree needs his money. Come on.
Yeah, there are times like I will walk upstairs into the kitchen and my whole body just there's nothing left in it, and I have to grab whatever I can, turn around, and get seated somewhere.
fair enough.
So the Lady Monkey has been kind. She went out and she bought me a whole bunch of different microwave stuff, and if I'm okay with that, yeah, that works out fine. But most days, yeah, it's like I'm gonna grab a hot dog. I'm gonna grab a piece of. Most of my breakfast is a piece of bologna. Believe it or not, that's what I eat.
So
most of
you're,
the
you're
time.
looking for grab and go food, like
Yep.
as
my-
soon as
yeah.
possible. I get you.
That's- Yeah, I had crackers and ranch for breakfast today.
Okay.
So
You guys all
remember,
make me
guys,
sad.
Yeah, I
Don't
feel
feel
like
sorry
a
for me,
health
but you
nut or
can't donate.
something. I'm eating a bowl of melon.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound good. I don't get paid till tomorrow, and like Monkey said, there's a lot of times where you just don't want to stand at all.
Yeah.
So grab whatever's useful.
Oh, I didn't cut up melon. I bought the big cut melon platter from Walmart. You know.
Let me rephrase it. I just want to be clear. Not that I don't want to stand. It's that I can't.
Well, okay. Let me rephrase it. I don't fucking want to stand anymore.
There you go.
I've been doing it for 8 hours and it hurts.
There have been times my son's fiance will look into the kitchen and she'll see me standing there crying as I'm trying to make myself food, and she'll come over and finish it for me.
Oh.
Are you faking or is it legit?
It's legit, dude. There's times with this where I cannot stop myself. I consider myself, a big stoic dude, but this shit has turned me into a crying little girl.
Back pain.
Not that there's wrong with little girls crying.
Huh.
Yeah. Back pain sucks.
That blows.
Because you can't do anything. I don't think people realize how much you use your back till you can't.
Oh yeah. Oh, that one goes.
I got the
God damn it! Sad stories, and I'm hearing pill bottles rattling. I'm not gonna be able to make fun of you for the rest of the stream. I'll feel like a terrible person.
Please
If
don't
you
make
don't
fun
make fun of me, then I'm gonna think you don't care.
Right?
To be fair, Polly, you are a terrible person. So
I think I am. My God.
Well, thank you, Monkey. I just
Monster.
realized I need to take mine too.
Well, I'm having a rough day, so I just had to pop the Motrin. I took my other pills earlier.
I got Tylenol and a muscle relaxer.
I'm looking for that picture of the person boiling Pop-Tarts like raviolis, and I
You
can't find it.
motherfucker! Sorry, I don't have a filter today. Are y'all sure you still want me on here? I will just randomly keep yelling stuff.
No, you're fine.
Okay. You quit with the ravioli thing, Polly. I swear.
No, but you remember that picture? That was great.
Now I need to see it.
No, I remember it. I remember. I opened my DMs and a fucking Pop-Tart in a boiling pot. I'm like, I'm going to kill you.
It was so funny. She got so mad.
That sounds so good, though.
He's such a. You know what I love? Polly tried to fuck with Willow. Mess with Willow, like upset Willow, annoy Willow, do anything. She's just like, hi. And then she's like, why does that weird dude keep sending me pictures of ugly rooms?
I did that for a week straight. I sent her pictures of really gaudy, horribly decorated rooms, and I mean horrible, Monkey. Like pink carpets and weird shit hanging on the walls. And Willow, she's unflappable. She's like, what are you doing? You know, where everyone else was
Why'd you make her sound like a stoner?
I Googled boiling a Pop-Tart, and the first thing that comes up is actually the directions on how to cook a Pop-Tart. Who the fuck needs directions to cook a Pop-Tart?
Millennials.
Okay.
It's on the box.
Well, they're kind of retarded, so.
How dumb do you have to be? You either eat it cold, stick it in a toaster, or if you want to get fancy or high, you just put butter on the top and then microwave the shit. That's good.
I love them. I microwave mine. I like them in the toaster, don't get me wrong, but I like how soggy they get when you cook them in a microwave.
There's no way to get confused by a Pop-Tart. The only way you could fuck it up is by setting it on fire.
Thank you, Dax. Here's some mini pizza money on me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dax.
You're welcome.
By the way, guys, if you feel sorry for me, no, don't do it if you feel sorry. Do it if I entertain you.
I've actually.
I'll take your pity money.
I can't say this person's name or it's going to sound really dirty, but they said deep fried Pop-Tart. I've actually had a deep fried Pop-Tart.
I'm not a big fan of deep frying everything.
See, my brother-in-law is. Of course, he's not anymore because his 10-year-old ended up with the cholesterol of a 50-year-old. But
Do it.
yeah, so they're out of the deep frying. But for a while, there was like a 3-year span. They bought a deep fryer, and he deep fried literally everything. He deep fried an egg in the shell one time just to see what would happen. That did not go well. So he made me a deep fried Pop-Tart one time. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't something I'd ever eat again.
You ever had deep fried Twinkies?
Yes.
Those are
I live in
good.
Texas. Have you seen our state fair?
I've had a deep fried Oreo though, and that almost killed me.
They're good though.
Deep fried blocks of cheese are really good, but make sure you have a defibrillator nearby.
Blocks of cheese.
Stargazer Nut says, maybe they thought you were an idiot. You asked about boiling them. Google's like, we gotta help this dumb motherfucker before he hurts himself.
That is true. Maybe that's why you got the instructions. It was like, you're not supposed to boil those, right?
Indeed nuts. There you go. Yeah, that. Maybe that was it.
Haha. Success.
Did you find it?
I found it.
oh God, Pro just made a point. She's like, Poppy can't say that name because it'll sound bad, but we'll shout motherfucker. I love this girl.
Indeed. Yeah.
There we go.
Hang on. Wait. Let me lock it on you so everybody can enjoy this. There we go.
Hold on, I'm putting my ugly ass on the screen for this one.
That looks gross.
So, Poppy, you said nobody boils them. You're wrong. Oh, do you see her down in the corner, guys?
I see her. Both in the corner.
Hang on a second. I'm going to lock that on you for just a second so everybody can see. There you go.
Hey.
Poppy turned on her camera for that.
Oh, she turned on more than just her camera. Oh,
there you go. She looks like she's mad behind that, like she'd send a bomb to the White House.
I'm telling you, she was when I first DM'd this to her, she was not pleased. She was legit angry.
Still not pleased, you damn motherfucker.
Send me a link to that, dude.
To be fair, it does look like ravioli.
Yeah, I'll just DM it to you.
That looks like ravioli.
It is
ravioli. Cherry too. Cherry's like the worst flavor.
What? Yeah, no, cherry's good, but you got to get the frosted cherry, of course.
I'm allergic to what is it called? Not actual cherries, but artificial cherry.
Oh, yeah. You don't want that artificial cherry because she could have chlamydia.
Haha. That's like Caitlyn Jenner style right there.
Jesus. Ah.
Did I get that meme from Zelthor? He says, "You're welcome for that image." I probably got it from him.
Yeah, you did, because he put it up first. I yelled at him, and you started DMing it to me all the damn time for a little while. Every time you got drunk, you're like, "Look!" I'm like,
"Come on, you make it sound like I get drunk a lot."
You did for a period of time.
Well,
by a period of time, you mean every week?
No, period of time is
Jack
every
makes it sound like you drink all the time.
I am feeling judged. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm not. I don't care. I grew up in a family of alcoholics. You seem like a nun in comparison, sweetie.
Man, that's an old meme. It's right beside Salty Lamb.
What's an old meme? What I miss?
The ravioli, the Pop-Tart ravioli.
And the Minions of the Zoo, we have pictures that we call memes of our own. Like Ploy has a meme. It's a picture of me looking really fucking annoyed that Reject wrote Ploy in giant green letters on across. Because I put
motherfucker.
So because like every time I would say his name when I was annoyed, like I was like, this is the picture of what I look like right now. So she did it that way. I didn't have to say it anymore. I just throw up the picture while he was talking. He's like, "Oh, I offended Pop-Tart."
Real quick, before my mind forgets this, Polly, would you like to share the story of you going to have a cigarette last night?
What?
What did you do?
Oh, I didn't do anything. My fucking neighbor,
did it,
man. Okay, so I had to make a quick phone call in the middle of the stream last night. So I break up for 5 minutes. I figure I'm going to go outside, enjoy some night air, nice cool breeze, and have a cigarette because I hadn't had a cigarette since like the morning because I really cut down. I'm on the phone. So I got my phone up to my left ear and I'm walking around smoking serenely. My neighbor's got all this Halloween shit on his lawn, right? Including a motion detector skeleton that like all of a sudden lights up and makes this woo noise and like it rattles like rattling bones and shit. It scared the shit out of me. I dropped my phone. I jumped back. I was like, what the fuck? And it took minutes for my heart to slow down. So I'm not pleased with my neighbor. I think he thinks he's hilarious. I don't know.
I think that's hilarious.
I think your neighbor's hilarious. I bet that was very cartoonish the way you jumped up and had little like fright lines around you. That's how it's going in my head.
The most embarrassing part is I actually jumped back and like put up my fists like into like a fighting position and I kind of like looked down at what I was doing and I was like, what am I gonna do? Fight the plastic skeleton from Target? Like
I just picture like those 30s old movies where the guys are like in really weird boxer shorts and like throwing their fist up to fight. That's what I had pictured. I just had in my head when you
gonna put up his dukes, yo.
What if you lost?
I got asked how you think.
I was just thinking that too. It's like he'd get his ass kicked with me.
My money's on you, Polly.
Well, thank you. I just
doesn't
don't think
have any money, Polly. Don't listen to that.
But what happens if he still got that fucking thing up on Halloween night? Bunch of little kids come up to get some candy. I was like, woo!
Well,
Yeah, they're gonna walk up to it not
what it's
caring.
for.
Real quick, we've been stepping over Poppy. What were you saying there?
Oh, I got asked how to pronounce baloney, and I'm like baloney, but if you listen to Chris, it's Bologna.
No, it's baloney. It's just spelled funny.
Definitely Bologna.
Yeah.
It's not Bologna.
He
That's
says
the foreign
Bologna,
word.
and my daughter says Bologna, and she's like, "That's how it's spelled." The teacher keeps telling me to say it, sound out the words. It says Bologna.
Do they say knife?
Kniffy.
My daughter does. She's very literal.
I dropped the knife on my knee
Angel?
because I was scared of the elephant.
She calls gnomes gnomes. She'll be like, they have lawn gnomes, and I'm like, gnomes, and she's like, there's a G.
Did you
I'm
chide
with
her for diminishing the lived experience of the Gnomish people?
Oh God. I have a cat on me.
Now, Polly, about last night, you said you dropped your phone. Did you drop your cigarette?
Actually, no. That's
Never dropped a cigarette.
Yeah, I know. Well, the
Priorities.
funny part is, like, I made two fists, and I had the I'm right-handed, and I had my right fist out, and like I still had the cigarette in my hand, and I was like, yeah. It took that moment where I look around, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Well, at least I still have my cigarette, and the phone dropped. Luckily, I was on the grass at the time, so it didn't.
So you got to keep your cigarette, but not your pride.
Pride is
Priorities, man.
overrated,
Priorities, yeah.
Wait, you had?
I
I gave my pride to Lady Monkey a long time ago.
thought you didn't do butt stuff.
Shut up.
And I wouldn't have wanted to drop it because now since I smoke so little, I can afford to buy the fancy, expensive cigarettes. So
All of them.
Lord. Like you needed anything else to seem pretentious.
no,
Oh,
it's pompous. I'm not pretentious.
I
I'm
said pretentious.
pompous.
I am not Coach Redfield, motherfucker. But
So now I'm picturing him standing in his velour smoking jacket with a clove cigarette as he twirls his mustache menacingly.
and is French pressing coffee. You have to remember that.
We have
Oh,
been
yeah,
over
yeah.
this. I don't have a velour smoking jacket. I have a silk robe. It's different.
He really does have a silk robe, yo.
Oh, we know. We had like a 20-minute conversation about his attire.
Because he'll be sitting there talking about the robe, and he's like, "I have to go press some coffee," and I'm like, "Can't you just use a coffee maker like a normal person?" He's like, "No."
I don't own one. I told you I don't own a regular coffee.
Why
pot.
not? They cost $10 at Walmart.
And remember when I was looking on Walmart.com for one because I want one with a timer so it can the coffee can be made when I
Oh,
wake
aren't
up.
you hoity-toity?
Well, that's gonna be more than $10. You're asking for extra.
why don't you just get a butler?
Can't you just set your grandfather clock while you're playing the grand piano?
Oh, shit.
And this is the kind of ribbing that you will hear me get the
These are your
entire
friends.
time where Jack and Quiz and I are on my channel, which is now in chat. And we'll be doing it later on tonight, every Wednesday at 10 p.m.
Nice
Yeah,
plug
10-ish.
right there. That
Chill
was
your
good.
shit, guys.
10-ish.
Because I'm not going to do it because I'm broken.
No, I always
Channel,
said
you don't
Polly.
have to.
Polly's like in training for when he's in tenure or whatever, if he ever becomes an actual teacher. Because I could just say he would make a good like you could see him at like 60 years old just acting the same way he does now.
I don't know.
She
I have
said you act like a 60-year-old. Thank you for throwing my Streamlabs in there, nuts. You guys can donate there as well as through the $ sign at the bottom. And I
Or that-
appreciate all of it. What were you saying?
I said
got-
you said that he acts like a 60-year-old. It's like or that he's gonna be a 60-year-old that acts 30. You don't know.
That's not what you meant.
You don't know what I meant.
I know what you meant.
I don't know what I meant. How the fuck do you?
I don't see what's so weird about that. I've got a love for a lot of old world things. I have a old school pocket watch that I wear when I wear suits
Mhm.
with a little chain and everything. It's and it's
Does that extend to women? I mean, do you bang like old ladies?
no,
No, he
Why
cuts
not?
off at 29.
definitely.
Why?
Yeah, they're vintage. Why aren't you banging old ladies?
They got that leathery snatch. It's got that smell of leather.
It does,
I don't know. I've never banged an old lady.
but you're a grandfather.
I've
Yeah.
banged a grandmother, but grandmothers have gotten a lot younger as I've gotten older.
Well, that's
They have.
I don't know. As you set your grandfather.
You could be a grandparent at
Well,
20.
I mean, Monkey, how old are you?
I'm 43.
See, he's a grandfather, but he's not an old grandfather.
I was a grandfather at 40. So
Yeah, my mom was a grandmother at 35, dude.
See, Ebony knows how to talk to me. It's classy. See, certain
Yeah.
things are timeless. You know,
See,
a fine robe, a nice tobacco cigarette, a nice glass of single malt scotch. These things are great, but that doesn't mean I don't love my newfangled technology because I got a smartphone and I love it.
You just
And
said newfangled.
You just love your mirror version of you better.
You're already 60.
Yeah, he's even got one of them Victorolas and one of them Nickelodeons from the Edison Company.
as I turn the crank on my TV to watch the Dumont Network. Yeah, that's right.
Sits there, taps his foot, and he's like, marvelous. God,
Says Polydub's a boomer.
it has to be.
Oh shit! I am not a boomer, you know. But he did it. Number one nowhere said a monocle. I've thought about getting a monocle.
Oh my god, Polly, don't get a monocle.
It's only so I could do like the evil German stare through the monocle, like you see in movies. You know.
Could you get any more hipster? Like, are you dressed in steampunk right now?
He's also really considered getting an eye patch too, though. So
I have, but it's because because I thought about it this way. It's like Eve is always bugging me. Chaos Eve is like you have all these styles. Like you have like
Yes.
It took him a minute. He didn't realize what we were all giggling at.
Yeah, because I got multiple tabs open. I wasn't on the screen. It's fucking great.
It's only $30.
I honestly think of that every time I think of you.
Yeah, I kind of do too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, I was sitting in my office one day wearing that when a female undergrad came in, and after the investigation, I didn't wear it at school anymore.
Except I think of it in like a royal purple, not a red.
My my silk robe actually is in royal purple.
that
Hey,
was specifically a Hugh Hefner costume.
I think that's what he thinks he's going for, but he looks like that dude.
I like how it came with that little pipe.
Oh wait, you had a birthday, didn't you? I said you're 30. I think you're older than that now, aren't you?
31. Yeah.
Yeah, you had a
31.
birthday.
31 going on 84.
Yeah. No, that pipe is all wrong. That calabash pipe, the Sherlock Holmes style pipe. No, you need the long church warden pipe so you can like hold it down on the arm of your chair while you're reading your old tome of literature, you know.
Now, do you want a pipe or do you want one of those cigarette holder things? Those long.
That's for girls.
Yeah, I want the pipe.
The men used to use those.
He did have a weird obsession where he wanted me to have one of those.
Yeah, I thought it would work for her. I thought her style would fit quite well with a cigarette holder.
Which I don't mind because I have some pictures of my great grandma with those when back in the Mexican mafia days, and like she looked really pretty.
Hey, Camel says, which pomade do you refer, Polly? Fop or Dapper Dan?
Wow.
I'm not gonna mess with you for liking old things because I do too. I have a bunch of like first edition books, and I love cameos.
Oh, really?
I always pictured Polly wearing something more of this kind of stuff.
Sweet Jesus, isn't that Buffalo Bill?
Yes.
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 What the hell, man? What the fuck?
It was either Buffalo Bill or Jason Mewes. Come on.
I come into the Mexican mafia. What the fuck, Pop Tart? Hi, Far.
Far, you already know my family story. Why are you what the fucking?
Oh, that's right. The Penguin used those in the Batman movie. The cigarette holder.
Yeah, I just always
Yeah.
saw that more of as a girl thing than a guy thing. I don't know why.
That's sexist, Poppy.
Well, I'm sexist, so what?
Is it because you saw Miss Scarlet smoking one on the Clue box?
Time out. Did you hide Duck Dog on purpose, Poppy?
No, sorry,
Or
that
did
was
you
my
never
cat.
Do it again. Oh, okay.
No, that was my cat.
It was a pussy this time, guys.
Hold on. Duck Dog was hidden by the Lucky Pop.
I'm trying
I
to
didn't
undo
even.
it.
I didn't even know you could hide people.
Oh yeah.
Duck, we're
I
getting
didn't
you
know I
back.
could either, but I'm doing it on accident.
She's
won't let me
doing
undo
on
it.
purpose.
What?
It won't let me undo it.
Oh
I'm
shit. I got to go into my YouTube to.
Yeah, I
fix
think
this.
there's a time limit for me to undo it. It won't let me undo it. I'm sorry,
Talk
Duck
amongst
Dog.
yourselves. It was not on purpose, Duck. We'll get that fixed.
It was Alchemy's fault. I'm sorry. You can yell at him if you want.
Poppy's boob and pussy have been a problem today.
Wow.
Whoa.
Well, I might as well go along with my mouth.
Just-
It's always a problem.
So you're popping off of the mouth, pussy, and what?
Nipple
Oh,
specifically
great.
on the boobs.
Now my pussy's popping.
You
I'll
might
have a
want to get
rap
that
song.
looked at.
I'll have a rap song soon.
You have a
Shit,
prolapsed
don't remember.
pussy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's called
Four
syphilis.
laps, pussy.
Oh, Star
Yes,
unhit him.
It's got to be.
I'm
Thank you,
assuming.
Nuts.
I'm sorry, I assumed your gender, Duck Dog. I said
yeah,
him.
Thank you, Nuts. Because I was looking how to do it and I couldn't find it.
I couldn't figure out how to do it, and apparently I'm the one that keeps doing it.
You should have the cat figure it out.
I know. Alchemy, do you want to walk across my phone again?
Like, fix this shit.
He's giving me a dirty look now. He's my daughter's 10-year-old cat. Yeah.
Cigarette holder with nicotine filter S. What?
Mm,
Hey, have you guys ever heard the phrase honorary whites?
What?
no.
Okay, apparently that's Asians, Middle Easterners,
Oh,
and light-skinned Latinos.
I would imagine Jews as well at times. Yeah, anybody with lighter skin and Asians because they fuck up the whole affirmative action thing.
Yeah, apparently Amherst has some professor who is giving a lecture on the three racial categories of whites, honorary whites, and collective blacks.
Collective
Basically,
blacks.
white just means if you're light skinned now. That's all it means now. If you're light skinned, you're white.
Unless you're Sean King. Because that is
Then you're
one
black.
white motherfucker.
Yeah, is he considered like an honorary black guy? I don't-
Zero.
No,
He's
he's
not
just a black
honoring
guy.
anything.
He's
I
just
want
a
to
black
say
guy.
something real quick. Zero says, I'm amazed Monkey hasn't noticed Bear yet. I've already sent him the link. I noticed Bear immediately.
And
I love me
knew
some
he
Bear.
said it right away too. It's like I'm just thinking, I noticed Bear. Monkey must have noticed Bear. That link went out 2 seconds ago.
It does, yeah. And he doesn't have to jump on. I just always send it to him just in case. Because
Oh,
I
he did.
love me some Bear.
Everybody loves Bear.
Everybody loves Bear.
Bear is my bestie. I love
Except for that dog next door.
Yeah, no, the two dogs. There are two dogs.
Two dogs.
Well, they love him so much they want to hang out with him when he's on stream.
Yeah.
If you guys
There
have
he
never
is.
heard Bear bark at those dogs, it is the funniest fucking thing
Yeah,
ever.
it is.
Every time it kills me. How you doing, Bear?
Unfortunately, not everybody loves Bear, as I heard momentarily ago.
Oh, who said that? I'll beat him up.
Everybody!
It's probably his son.
Nah,
No,
we
you
love
totally
you.
love me.
Oh, Jesus, Dax.
Ow.
It's harsh in here today, Bear. I should have
You
warned
know-
you about that before you jumped
It's been a
in.
battlefield, dude. You're free game now.
You know, this I really shouldn't be reading Twitter because I'm getting madder and madder the more
Why
I
do
read
you
about this.
keep doing that, Polly? Every
No,
time.
like-
Why?
Listen to this fucking idiot. Bomb sent to Clinton's, Obama's, Soros, and CNN. I dare any MAGA idiot to claim they have nothing to do with Trump's hateful rhetoric, Fox's propaganda, the GOP's lies and disinformation. They are a cult of hate. And when you
Hang on. I got something for you. Keep talking or keep reading it.
Keep going.
so that's his tweet. When going down, it's like I'm not holding my breath for the Donald to show some leadership and denounce such acts. So I guess you didn't see the Washington Post article where Trump denounced them as terrorizing acts, right? And that the White House received one too. You fucking
apparently,
cocksucker.
wait. There's been an update. There was no suspicious package addressed to the White House on Wednesday. A person familiar with the matter told Reuters.
Told Reuters the same.
Earlier, this source believed there had been a package intercepted. The U.S. Secret Service on Wednesday said it had intercepted only packages to Obama and Clinton. So apparently, there's no suspicious package to the White House.
I'm going to wait on it. Fine,
Yeah,
I'll
me
accept it now. But I also took it at it. It took the Associated Press at its word, who's usually pretty solid on stuff, that the bomb was recovered at the Clintons' house and it never actually even
And
got
it wasn't, yeah.
So, okay, it wasn't at the White House. It's like, man, you guys tweet stories out fast and then change them quick and then allow guys like this the opportunity to blame it on MAGA and Fox News and every other fucking thing.
I assume you guys have read the Secret Service report on it.
Of course, yes. Where they said it, none of these got near the residences, but it was found near Clinton's home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Am I the
Shame it
only
didn't
one?
arrive.
Bear,
Well,
you
there's-
sounded a little down, by the way. Are you cool?
Yeah, that's what I was
What's
gonna
up,
ask.
Bear?
Are you feeling okay?
It's nice to have people ask me that and be genuine. Usually they're being sarcastic twats.
No, you just sound a
You
little
know I
bit
love
down.
you, man. So what's up?
No, the EU, boys.
Oh God, what are they doing now?
It's just every week or so I am reminded that Article 11 and 13 are a thing, and then I end up wanting to hang myself.
Yeah.
I love
Still
that he
hanging.
laughed after that.
The sardonic laugh that he has to go through to keep himself moving.
No, it's just they piss me off so much. Like the EU they do this shit all the fucking time. They're a bunch of old fucking cunts. A lot of them. They have no idea what they're even voting for half the time. These MEP shitheads. They're just a bunch of fucking globalist, corporatist shill fuckheads.
Have you considered starting a caravan and walking to the U.S.?
Well, it seems to be working.
It does. It
For
does.
roughly 10,000. I'm receiving text messages from
endurance.
Omegon, who's just saying wood over and over again.
Thank you. That made my day.
Why is he sending you wood?
Exactly. That's the point. He's sending him wood.
It's up to 14,000 according to.
Why do I feel like I'm the only one who gets the joke?
You only get the joke if you watched mine and Drunken Uncle's 7 Days to Die series.
But it's
I
a
watched
better
part of
joke.
it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
It's because in the first episode, I kept shouting at him to collect wood whilst I went off and did things. That's why. And then,
Gotcha.
yeah. Hello, Omegon. I see you.
So have you gone through and watched the videos about what's coming in 17? Joel's new videos last week. He put out. I
can't. He's so boring. You tell me.
Put it on double speed.
No, you sum it up for me, monkey.
Well, they're going for more of a traditional role playing thing where you focus on either strength, intellect, agility.
Well, I know they're introducing those new factors in.
And those things, all the perks we get now, they're all going to fall under those, including whether or not you can build like the bike or.
Are they having the helo?
They are putting in the gyrocopter, dude.
Hey,
And
yes,
we'll also be able to make military armor instead of just having to find it.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Megan says, "Can you link up?" Yeah, give me a second. I'll dig up the link real fast. Because I was just watching. Because I only watched 2 of them last week, and I caught up last night. I was supposed to be watching the Politicon videos, and I started to, and they were boring as fuck.
I told you the one between Ben Shapiro and Cenk was pretty
No,
even
not
tempered. It was
Tucker. It was Tucker and Cenk.
Oh, I was gonna say.
It was-
because I can't imagine that going well.
Look, Americans, listen to me, right? I've just been sent this, right? Just listen to me for a second, okay? Fucking lock your ears onto me. The European Parliament on Wednesday backed a wide-ranging proposal that would ban the use of single-use plastics across the European Union. The ban would include a full prohibition of plastic plates and utensils, cotton swabs, straws, and drink stirrers, and call for reduced use of plastic cups and other similar food packaging products. Fuck off!
Hey, you're San Francisco now.
Wait,
Ah!
cotton swabs? What are you supposed to use for cotton swabs?
Fucking ah!
Why can't you have cotton swabs?
Someone's dick, I guess.
Okay, well, because they're plastic and plastic's bad, but like cotton swabs aren't just used for like Q-tips at home. You have them in hospitals and places I work and stuff like that. We use them for medical reasons. What the fuck are we supposed to use?
Well,
Matt
that's what it's
No.
You
says
go
you
to
have
the
a
STI clinic and you have to have the swab down your japai. Now you've got to have some cunt with a finger shove his finger down your dick hole and
Are you-
scoop up any scum that's down there to test you when you got gonorrhea.
I knew this would come back to his dick somehow.
Jenna says they broke Bear. I think they did.
Oh, broke bear is such
Well,
good.
can't they use the paper ones like Q-tips do? They're not plastic. They're
Like cardboard or something?
Yeah.
If anybody in the chat was responsible for sending those packages today, could you possibly send me those packages? Because I have somewhere better for them to go.
To the Secret Service, now that you're listening, he didn't mean that.
Hey, I screamed up blow up CNN like earlier. I'm pretty sure they're already listening.
So it's more dirty rags for the Europeans, huh?
Yes, guys.
I swear to God, I'm going to go to Brussels and leave a flaming bag of shit outside the front door.
I'm going to donate to my legal fund. There's a and there's a Streamlabs link somewhere.
FBI, if you're blaming anyone, blame me.
No blame Polly.
I already got a record. It's fine. They already know where I am.
Well, I mean, they can see your tits from orbit, so.
They're not that big.
Speaking of,
hang on, I want to answer a question, and then we get to you, Polly. Did anyone find a video of Dan Bongino and the audience walking out? I didn't, but I wouldn't be surprised that it exists somewhere. Go ahead, Polly. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. Did anyone watch Omegon's video from this morning? Speaking of the EU,
I watched a bit of it.
Milk is supremacy. That's the only thing I got from him right now.
it's a good thing there's European YouTubers or UK YouTubers. Otherwise, I wouldn't know anything that's going on in the UK, because it's like if you read any one of the 200 newspapers from the UK, you're never going to get any of this stuff. It's wild. It's interesting to think that YouTubers just repeating stories end up actually functioning as news agencies for people that are not anywhere near them, because reading the Daily Mail is not going to tell you anything.
What if you read the Daily Storm?
Jenna P in the chat says, Bear, you don't live in the EU, you live in England. Well, unfortunately, we're still a part of the EU, and the likelihood of us leaving the EU before Article 11 and 13 come into play is slim. I don't trust my own government. We're being led by a fucking Remainer, for fuck's sake. In my personal opinion, if a government is going to be leaving the EU, then they should be pro-fucking leaving the EU. Not just that, but our own conservative government, if you read their last manifesto from the last general election, you will see that they wanted to control the internet anyway. So the likelihood of me being able to escape this is slim to fucking none. See, I'm not like people like Dave Cullen who've got no fucking chance of escaping it unless he does actually move. He's a big YouTuber. He gets a decent wedge from doing YouTube. He can afford to emigrate. He probably will. V has spoken about this and is probably going to actually emigrate. Then there's people like me who live in the ghetto who can't survive.
We need to get you over here, Bear.
Let's do a GoFundMe to get Bear to Texas.
Somebody got pissed off about my joke about Hillary sending the bomb to herself.
Why? That actually might not be a joke. It might very well be true.
It says, I have no idea, but to claim or even joke about Hillary sending a bomb to herself is naive and ultimately fucked up.
Naive my ass. She's a victim for a professional victim. We all know.
No,
it's very possible.
Wait, how do you have a naive joke?
Oh, question for you. Is Clinton going to be running?
Oh, no.
She can't run anywhere. Look at her. She's
she can't calm down.
Well, she can't control her own facial expressions from what last I saw, but I did have to ask that because I don't know what's going on over there.
She'll be President Cyborg in that chair that Christopher Pike has in the first episode of Star Trek. You know, with the little blinking light.
Blink 1 for yes, 2 for no. If she runs, unlike last time, there'll be a full field and she'll get knocked out pretty quick.
But it's her turn, Monkey.
No, last time was her turn.
Last time, and she lost.
She lost her turn.
No, I have a really important question, Monkey. Do you think that these packages were sent by the circumcision people?
I wouldn't be surprised.
The lice sent it.
Sinatra seems to think that they're being sent by a leftist, or it's a fake.
I wouldn't be surprised by that either. But again, I think it's some dude in Montana who hates people and is trying to blow them up.
That's going to be rough as fuck if it turns out to be a rightist, because all you would hear over and over again is far right, blah, 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 obviously encouraged by the hateful rhetoric of President Trump. Like, you know.
That's what I said early on. One, don't try to blow people up because it's wrong. And two, I don't want to hear about this shit for the next 20 years every time something happens.
Well, you know what you won't be hearing about anymore up to the election?
What's that?
That caravan.
Oh, no, I think that's going to come back.
Both of them. All you're going to hear about is, well, this is going to be the main story to cover.
Drunko and I have already offered to send some trucks of peace over.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I live in Ohio. We could send our National Guard. They have experience from Kent State.
Oh, man.
That was
dark.
Some time ago. Yeah, it was just
If you guys don't get that reference, go look up Kent State. It's
I'm going to look it up as I don't
It was
Type
only
in Kent State
4.
shooting
It's
team.
fine. It was a long time ago.
Still funny.
Jesus, Jeff.
Throw rocks at guys with machine guns. Burr, burr, burr.
Everybody just
Kent
you know
State
what?
shootings, yes.
yeah.
Yes.
oh
Okay.
god.
There's a lot of people on Twitter now going, you know what? This is probably from the left. That's going to cause some arguments.
Really?
Mine
All
was a
I'm
joke,
reading
y'all.
is
Why do
comments
we
about
have
it. This is obviously, oh, and I see this. Antifa's the violent ones, huh? Clearly, this is somebody from the right.
Obviously, some comic skaters.
I don't know why we got to guess who it was. Can we just wait and find out?
No.
No.
Why not?
What the fuck is
What
wrong with
country
you,
do you live
Pop-Tart?
in?
Yeah, this is current year. This is how.
Were
you
you
a
boiled
cop?
or something?
I don't know. I was cursed with this thing called common sense. It's really hard.
And a
Those
vagina.
sound like Trump apologetics to me.
Sounds like
Indeed.
colonialism to me.
Her and her
sound
white
like
girl
it's
privilege. By the way,
Oh.
Poppy, you're a white girl. You need to be out there advocating for black women.
I'm still working on the, Native American thing since I'm half of that.
No, sorry, you gotta drop that.
No.
Dr. House says Sinatra wants on. He just got the link. Yeah, I saw him say it. I
It was
missed him
Professor Plum. Yeah, in the conservatory with the candlestick, right?
with the
Yeah.
pipe. How you doing, Sinatra?
Hey, what's going on?
Are they gonna find anything in your mail?
Probably not. I don't get my email though. Yeah, I'm really willing to put money on the fact that this was done by some angry lefty to then turn around and go, look at what they're doing.
I could see that. I mean, we get so many of those fake ones, and from what we heard about the Soros bomb, it wasn't actually a bomb. It was just a pipe with black powder in it.
Soros probably put it in his own mailbox, and it's like, oy vey.
That motherfucker doesn't even see his mailbox when he drives past it. Who we kidding?
That's true.
Yep, billionaires don't check their own mail. They're
No.
just,
He's got a guy specifically to check his mail.
I don't know, man. It just reeks of a fucking op.
The gayest op ever, y'all. Well, we were talking the other day about the
Sargon
October
Mill.
surprise,
Wow.
and this would be an
Sargon
October
inferred.
surprise.
Yes, Sargon
Yeah, the
Inferno.
timing raises questions too. Why would someone do that right before midterms unless they thought that killing Obama and Hillary Clinton would sway the midterm somehow?
No, I think Polly was onto something. This might be just a distraction technique because they know that it's going to get intercepted, but it's going to cover the press so much that the migrant thing will be kicked to the back burner.
I don't think the two are directly related in any way, but in my mind, there's no question that this is what every cable news service is going to run. Cable news station is going to run with sans Fox up until the elections, because it's golden. I mean,
It's already
think of,
gotten more coverage than when Rand Paul was attacked in his own fucking yard.
Oh yeah.
or when a fucking baseball game was shot up by a fucking Bernie supporter. Like that's
Mhm.
an actual assassination attempt on politicians, but that didn't get much coverage.
Immediately, I agree with you. This will probably dominate the news for at least today, but you can't ignore that giant mob coming at us, and they're getting closer and closer. And the closer they get, the bigger a story they become. So I think if that was somebody's intention, in the world of politics, man, 2 days is a lifetime, and by 2 days from now, unless they catch whoever did this and that we find out, they got a MAGA hat sewn to their head, yeah, we'll go right back to the crazies coming up. Real quick, thank you, Duck Dog, for plastic straws to throw into the Great Lakes. Thank you.
Well,
And sorry about you getting timed out by the cat.
Alky's a bad cat.
Do you think this is to take everyone's mind off the fact that there are 10,000 plus brown people marching towards America right now?
They're
I
not
don't
all
think
brown.
Bear's been paying attention.
Yeah, did you just tune in?
This
I
is
was
what we
reading
deal
up
with
about
3
Kent
times
State.
a week.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He went to read about the Kent State thing. Yeah, that was the.
So shut up, Sinatra.
That you're still not paying attention.
Yeah, I was reading about Kent State.
Well, why don't you
So
focus
so
on
you
the things
pay
that's
attention.
happening now and not 30 years ago?
Because we're going to send the Ohio National Guard down to the border to protect us because they have experience with unruly crowds.
Well, we need to send something down there. Trump said he's going to send the military, and I hope to God he does. I've been getting the ire of the same SJW community today that I've been getting the past few days.
Oh, you should talk about circumcision. You'll get a whole new group.
Oh, I had them on. They cried.
They've been mad at Sinatra. Yes, your Twitter's been funny, man.
But I said, how is this not an invasion? How is it not an invasion?
And the Rees came in with, "You're racist." It was funny.
Yes,
Sorry,
one
I've
dude
been
was like, "Your
watching.
racism is showing. You're xenophobic," and then one was like, "Well, they're not armed." Like, well, yeah, I'm willing to bet they are armed.
There are
And,
different types of invasions.
invasions you don't just define invasion by a military standpoint.
Yeah.
The hundreds of thousands of the refugees, quote unquote, who came to Europe weren't fucking armed, boys. So,
Dude.
you might want to prevent those shitheads from saying refugees welcome at the border, because otherwise they'll just keep coming.
Yeah.
Well, it's hilarious because there's already UK people on Twitter going, "Refugees welcome."
Oh my God, I got to read this real quick. This is entirely off topic, guys. Police in Norman, Oklahoma reported finding $4.4 million in liquid methamphetamine hidden in a semi-trunk's diesel fuel tank.
Wow.
Wow.
4.4 million. You don't even have to worry about the lottery at that point.
But that dude's salty.
I bet that dude's going to get cacked in prison because you lose that kind of money, people come looking.
Right.
I think it's important to remember the other big story that's going on right now with Jamal Khashoggi, the Washington Post correspondent. What's that?
So he's yesterday's news.
No, well, well, they're not going to let it go because he was a news colleague. I mean, we talked about that, right? And when Donald Trump himself in the New York Times and the Washington Post and the Hill all left as fuck blasts Saudi Arabia as committing the worst cover up ever in this guy's death. Actually said that, and he's going to put political pressure on them. I don't think they know what to do with themselves over this story over in the newsrooms. They're like, Donald Trump is evil because he's saying exactly what we hoped he would say. Damn it. Like they're in a hard spot, but now they've got this bomb scare story to talk about. So they're going to move away from anything that Donald Trump said, still keep talking about what the evil Saudis did and ignore the caravan. That's my call.
The prince was supposed to come out and say something here in a little bit.
Real quick. Thank you, Michael. I've been lurking for a while. Have some money. Thank you so much. Again, guys, I'm a poor cripple. No, I'm not going to play that card. If you enjoy what I do here, there's the dollar sign at the bottom. You can donate, or the Streamlabs link. Guys, don't forget, you're on your own. Show your shit in chat, man. Sinatra, you have a wrench here, right?
I do.
Okay, so you can show your stuff. So yeah, throw your links, throw your Streamlab links, all of that stuff in there, guys. Check these people out. Polly has a stream tonight. Polly, you want to tell us about that real fast?
Yeah, comic book curation. We're going to be going over lots of stuff. It's not nearly as deep and interesting as this. I want to know what's going on with Wonder Woman being pushed back, and we're going to hash that one out. We're going to do our regular comic book pitches. Jack, who's on right now, is also going to be on over there with us, and hopefully Jim Healis, who we see in chat. But I got to get a hold of him to find out if he can come on or not. But in any case, I'm going to pop the link down in chat if you guys are interested in coming by or seeing the other back catalog of stuff we got.
Also tonight, Bear and Sinatra will be doing Ghost Poo with Drunkle over on Drunkle's channel. One of you guys want to float that?
Yeah,
tell them what you guys do.
We make fun of Bear, and we have a format. And
yeah, it's pretty much
show.
it.
It's a great show, actually.
I do a show with a pair of arseholes.
You're not wrong, but I love the show. You guys are great over there.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You guys are lucky, you know. Your refugees aren't Muslims.
Oh, they're just Mexicans, and it's just the same.
Hondurans, thank you.
But if they are,
But as far as I know, they don't drive around in trucks of peace and rape everybody.
No, they just
Oh no, they rape. They just don't
They-
do the truck piece.
they rape a lot, and they have drugs, and then they do the whole gang member.
Yeah, they form meth pipelines from Mexico, and it cause billions of dollars of remittance flowing to other countries, crippling the economy. Lots of great stuff.
You know, there's a great Mexican restaurant, and I've talked about it before. No, seriously, hang on, let me finish the story. No, there's a great Mexican restaurant right by the Walmart I used to work at, and the people who run it, every fucking day they would come and take their profits and send it to Mexico.
Yeah,
seriously.
Well, they
That
get
is-
to work 7 years tax free.
those remittance payments are more damaging than people think.
When you shop at like a Haji Mart or a Mexican restaurant and shit, that money is going directly to.
I'm sorry, did you say Haji Mart?
Yes.
They're
Oh my
called
God.
Indians.
I didn't realize Joe Biden was here.
But that money goes directly to wherever the fuckistan, and it doesn't go. So when you buy those pack of Newports that are 50 cents overpriced, all that money is not going back anywhere except to buy product and going home.
Yeah, I love eating at that restaurant, but I feel bad about it every time.
not bad enough to not go.
Nah, dude, my diabetes has to be fed, man.
No,
Fair
don't
enough.
you think that Trump could pay for a lot of the border security by taxing that money that goes to South American countries, or stopping transfers, that sort of thing?
Well, Trump can't do that. He'd be labeled a horrible bigot for taxing.
Yeah, they already do that. Why not? Just
Well,
embrace it.
They
On
should
top of which,
tax-
billions and billions go back and forth between electronic funds through U.S. to Canada, U.S. to Mexico. And so much of it is actually completely legitimate. So how are you going to weed out the several billion amongst the hundreds of billions that I remember who was the official from Mexico City that was talking about the damage that will happen to Mexico if mass deportations happen, because we will not get this. We will not be able to take a giant influx of people coming in. What?
That
Really?
must suck.
I mean, what? Are you kidding me? A whole bunch of people coming in out of nowhere is going to cripple the infrastructure you have.
What's it going to do? Turn their country into a shithole? Come on.
And plus, the money that's coming back through remittance will suddenly be missing from our economy. And it's
Yep.
like, so you are reliant on this fucking system.
They are. Absolutely, they are.
That's
And-
why I
and
think they
it's-
need to find a way to tax it or stop it from happening.
Yeah, they could tax it, and that is an actual possibility they could do, but they, like someone said, they're not going to, because they'll be labeled racist. And well, I think Trump wouldn't mind that. The people in Congress who would have to pass that law, they worry about that very much. It's why they're so ineffective.
You just need to stop dictating policy on the basis of and start
Right.
okay, this is genuinely bad for us as a nation.
Yep. Poppy, how you doing over there?
Oh, I'm fine. Actually, I was trying to find a good time to say something, but it's very off topic, so I was.
Oh, go ahead.
sit
Off
here
topic
quietly.
is what we do.
Since there's two of them here, the ghost thing got brought up in the Minions stream the other day when I was listening, because somehow Sanguine kept talking about bowel movements because it's
Who?
Sanguine, and that's really the only reason. And well, he was talking about his EMT days, and somebody overdosed on laxatives.
Oh, what a way to go.
And so after like 30 minutes of talking about it, someone wrote Minions of the Pooh in the chat. And so then Prospero was over there like, that sounds like a cool crossover, having, the Ghost Pooh people over here on the Minion stream, and it would be Minions of the Pooh. And it just everybody was laughing hysterically for a long time.
Y'all need to
about
protect your
that.
brand. They're trying to
Alright.
move in on your territory, guys.
I make infringement.
Yeah, guys, if you don't watch Minions of the Zoo, their channel is Minions of the Zoo. Check them out. They're on at 11:30 p.m. Eastern time every night. They have various different things they do. Somebody said game night is on Friday. Is that true?
You get moved, yeah. God. Platy and Reject switch days. Like, okay, so if anyone who's never seen our show before, we have different hosts every day of the week.
But it's always on the same channel. It's not like
always
what we
on the
do.
same channel. Yeah, we're a weird channel. We're like the only one I know of that does it this way. We have a different host on the same channel every day of the week. So I'm Sundays every other Sunday since I started working. And Reject and Platy was doing game night Saturdays, and she was doing her show Fridays. But they decided to switch to make things easier on themselves a week ago. So yeah, now game nights are Friday nights.
I'm going to change topic again. Richard Spencer's wife accuses him of physical, emotional abuse.
I saw that.
Is anyone really surprised?
No.
Well, the reason I bring it up is because Ralph is having Spencer on his show tonight. I wonder if he's going to be asking him about that.
Yeah, that should be interesting. The email exchange is pretty good. Richard Spencer's like, I'm sorry. All right, so you probably did it.
His wife accused him of calling her genetically defective and a parasite.
Nice.
I'm a bad man.
Wow. I'm famous and you're not. I'm important and you're not. Spencer would yell at her at times. Wow. Dickie, just settle this one. Just settle it. That's not going to be that good for you.
Also said to have said violence is the only language women understand.
Oh my God. I'm
he said that
through
apparently.
this.
But get back to the kitchen is universal.
Wow. Yeah, I wonder if Ralph's going to ask him about this. I'm going to ask. Let's ask Ralph about that. Did you guys talk? I'm tweeting.
I don't know. I would normally go, all right, that's most likely bullshit considering the media being the way it is and Richard Spencer being who he is. But the fact that he apologizes for it kind of makes, yeah.
Honestly, he does seem like the type too. I know that sounds weird, but he seems kind of cowardly, and those are usually the ones that beat up on their wives and shit.
All
Or
that
kids.
toxic masculinity.
Well, I wouldn't think you would need to. I mean, they make shock collars now.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I've always said Richard Spencer's controlled
Now I
opposition.
remember why Monkey doesn't let me come in here very often.
Invisible fence around the kitchen.
I still think he might be controlled opposition. I've talked to him at least a dozen times, and I still think he is.
How do you mean?
He just seems like the type. I don't know. I get a tribal vibe from him.
He's almost like a walking stereotype.
Yeah. I can't quantify it. I have no proof. Just a feeling.
No, I understand that. I'm with that about a lot of things. I was just I don't know how controlled he is these days, at least. Back when he was, before the punching event and before all of the PayPal and everything got pulled from him, I think I would agree with you. I don't know if now he's just off the rails or what, but
well, I think these accusations are a little bit older. Like 2014, maybe. It's not recent.
Well, he might have been started out as a useful idiot, then kind of branched out on his own.
He became sentient.
Well, let's not get carried away.
I mean, he's not a dumb guy. He's intelligent. He knows what he talks about, but he's a dummy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he's intelligent but lacks common sense.
Yes.
Yeah, looking at this, the charges range from 2014 to 2016, so at least 2 years old for all of these. But this story just broke today, so good luck, Dickie. I'm not a fan of Spencer because that man's a racist. I'm just looking through the news here.
I hope his cellmate's black.
Apparently.
I highly doubt he's going to see any time from it.
No, this would all be civil. Pipe bomb hand delivered to George Soros' mailbox, authorities say.
God, it keeps changing.
Somebody actually walked it to his fucking mailbox. How dumb do you have to be?
I don't know, man.
Were they wearing a purple silk robe?
Go to hell,
Ollie.
man. The fuck?
Ollie.
I was nowhere near that area.
Just seems very vintage somehow.
I'm Xing to doubt this one. I don't know. It just
Well, Sinatra, this story from KNOE News out of somewhere says the source emphasized that the device was no hoax. Dun dun dun.
just
Well,
I bet you someone's gonna say it was an Alex Jones person because who did it get? Soros, Clinton, Obama, CNN.
Yeah, I could see that.
Where's
I'm
Big
surprised
Tower
we haven't heard about MSNBC getting one. Because come on, they're just as bad. Not that I am not advocating anybody sending a bomb to MSNBC. I just want to be clear there. You stop that.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Now, I think there's a common link here, and it's UPS.
Well, that one was hand delivered.
Yep, UPS.
I guess that
look into
technically
that.
is hand delivered.
It was a hand job.
Not Dax.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, but
We all awkwardly get silent now.
Smoking a cigarette, sorry. Yeah, I'm Xing to doubt this off the rip. I don't know. This close to the midterms, fake
Yeah.
bomb,
Timing's pretty suspicious.
immediate news coverage. Poor Hillary, poor Obama, poor Soros.
And this would help Hillary in the, get news coverage if she does want to run again.
But she said she might.
Ugh, why?
God, I
She's
hope.
an idiot.
God, every Republican on earth right now is just like, please, please, please.
God damn it. I'm sitting here trying to talk. I'm like, why are these fuckers talking over me?
Running muted.
I accidentally hit the space bar. Anyway, the only one of these packages that could have caused any real damage would have been the CNN one.
Mm.
The other ones, I like. If the Soros one got through, it may have killed somebody who worked for him. It wasn't going to hit him. The Hillary, the Obama ones, those go through the Secret Service. They're not going to hit them. The only one that they could have done anything would have been the CNN one, which is odd to me. Why would you send them? I mean, wishful thinking, maybe.
I just
You
sending
think
it to
Don
so
Lemon
many
did it?
people. Send it to so many people. Who the fuck knows? That was the Weather Underground's
Sure,
theory.
yeah.
When they, the places they were hitting, it's like once a police station, and then an arms manufacturer, and then the Capitol building, and it was only after they claimed ownership of it. Ted Kaczynski, same thing. When you look at his targets, they don't make sense until you hear his muddled reasoning for it.
Yeah. Crazy makes it a lot more understandable. But
What if this is? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
What if this is like the Tylenol bottle scam? Remember the guy that killed his own kid? Well, somebody killed their own kid.
Oh,
It was they put a bunch of fake ones around too to distract away from it. What if it's something like that, and like a bunch of these were sent out and to cover up what their real target was?
That could be a thing too, but we haven't seen a target yet.
Well, that's
And-
just it. It might be like some normie that isn't going to get news coverage.
And the DC
So-
sniper, for that matter. I'm going to start shooting random people, and then when my wife gets shot, so I can get custody of my kids, someone's going to think it was just these snipers. Insane,
'cause
but
if a local news story of a pipe bomb going off, killing somebody, won't be national news if all these big shots are getting these fake ones or potentially real ones.
For those who are interested, Mike Pence has come out and condemned the possible bombing of these people.
Well, duh.
yeah.
no, he didn't. That's not true. The whole administration doesn't care.
They're like, blow them up. No,
And then he's like, I'll zap them in my electro lab.
the whole idea that none of these had a possibility of actually getting through, except for the CNN one. That's weird.
If you really wanted to cause damage, that's not how you would do it.
Oh, Jesse pointed out, yeah, there was a guy with the pixie sticks. He killed his own kids, and then I remember that story. That wasn't that long ago, was it?
That one might have been
a decade or less. If I remember correctly, and we're counting on my memory, so that could be wrong.
We're doomed.
Speaking of that, if you guys would like to donate to the Ranting Monkey, there's a $sign at the bottom, and somewhere around is a link to my.
Monkey, your brain must be going. You literally just said that.
It's called advertising.
He has to do it every 15 minutes at least.
I'm my own sponsor.
This is like watching Ben Shapiro's show. And if you haven't heard of Chase Gold, please come on.
Yeah, exactly. Except for the only thing is, if you'd like to support this channel, and again, guys, anybody in the panel today, shill your shit, because that's what we do here.
I'm really close to 50,000 subs, so if you want to go sub to me, you should do it.
Holy fuck, really? Congrats, dude.
How close?
Wow.
I'm at like 49.9 something.
Hold on, let me see if I'm on this one.
That actually raises a question, Sinatra. You of course know better than anyone the problems you've had with strikes and everything, right?
Yeah.
That's on your main channel. How's the live channel doing?
Oh, the live channel struck too.
The live
that's the one they just got you on, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, are you able to stream right now on your main channel?
Nope. I'm on my third channel, which I'm not even going to bother to really advertise. Just the people who are already there know about it.
Yeah.
I lose track. Like, you come up with my notifications, like it's like, Sinatra says is streaming live, and I click on it, and then it's like, and then you bitch. So I'm over on this channel, and I'm like, what channel? Oh, this isn't the same one.
He's a moving target.
There is somebody at Google who every time they get the chance to do it, they strike Sinatra and then beat off. I'm convinced of it.
And this is my question. Does it follow you like over to Ghost Poo and shit like that? Or is it just your channels?
Just my channels. I'm pretty sure it's a fandom I've pissed off.
But he does Ghost Poo on his channel.
But
the way they do Ghost Poo is on Monday, it's on Bear's channel, Wednesdays.
That's what I mean. Like, I'm wondering if it's spread like locusts over to Bears. And
it hasn't hit that. Drunko got struck once quite a while ago, but that's been gone for a while now, right?
Yeah, that was over the girl who fucks dogs, Whitney, Wisconsin, privacy complaint.
Really?
Yeah.
If memory serves.
But you know what's funny? Drunkle and I did a response to the same video, and I think it might have even been a collab. And mine was struck, and the appeal was held up. The strike was not removed, but Drunkle's was perfectly fine.
Fuck.
His was even monetized.
Yeah, dude, somebody's got a boner for you, man, and it sucks because that's bullshit.
It's extremely annoying, and I finally got a YouTube person to email back and forth with after like a week and a half of just incessantly tweeting. And basically the guy came back with well, here's the proper channels to go through to get your thing undone. And one of them was creator support. They removed my ability to go through creator support.
Jesus fuck.
Wow.
And guys, this is why on every fucking Lords of the Night, we tell you to support your creators that you like, because YouTube fucks us. It really does. Not nearly as bad as they do to Sinatra all the time, but any creator that you like, support them any way you can, because YouTube fucks us 8 different ways. It may be the Drunkle's hard to understand at times. I don't think that's it. His insults usually land pretty well.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
somebody who really hates Tucker, and you just keep doing Tucker Tuesdays.
It could be that.
Well, I know I've really gotten a couple fandoms just irate with me.
Did you piss off the My Little Pony freaks?
The Daddy of Five fandom, Onision fandom, just.
Oh, Onision fandom will do that. Yeah.
God,
I still don't see the appeal of that freak.
They'd be busy all day if they were trying to go after people that fucked with an ECO. I mean, the guys
They are busy all day.
That's what they do.
They're
Like,
a bunch of like 14-year-old girls. They have nothing else to
Right.
do.
Right.
Is
Like,
it because
there's
he
one-
makes them feel like women?
there's one
disturbing.
Daddy of 5 super fan who still tweets me like
Still?
once in a while and will be like, "You're a fucking bully." What?
Dear God.
You're the bully.
I think YouTube changed its copyright thing now too. I put a parody song in a video, a parody of Sail, the NPC version of it, and it was hit for copyright, saying it was an AWOL Nation song. It's not. It's a parody song, and I disputed it to the 25 claimants it had on it, and they denied the dispute. So I went to appeal the decision, and it said if the claimant wants, you'll get a copyright strike and have your video removed. And I was
Which,
like, okay,
which
well,
one?
my NPC video.
No, I mean, like, which you said it had 25 claimants on it. Like,
Yeah, one of them.
Whichever one. Yeah.
any one of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, for those
That's
of you who don't
ridiculous.
know how a copyright strike works, when you first make your video, if they want to copyright strike it, YouTube sends you a letter and you can dispute it. And then those people have 60 fucking days, 60 goddamn days to respond. And if they uphold it, yeah, you can get a strike for it. Your video goes away. All of the money that would have been earned goes to them. Or what more likely happens in most cases is they just sit on it for 60 days because they're a dick. And then if you did earn any money, it comes to you. There's a couple of companies. CBS is known for doing that one. Those little shits will sit on your video for 60 fucking days. People who hurt kids and animals need to be harvested for spare parts.
So we're talking about Onision again.
I have no problem with that.
I can't win. And
Yeah,
whenever
you
I
piss
bring it
somebody
up,
off, man.
whenever I bring it up, I'm like, well, I thought targeted harassment was against the terms of service. Why are you encouraging this behavior by allowing the strikes to stand on my channel? Like,
Well, I've seen
like
like
Bear.
the only way I've ever seen
Excuse
that.
me.
I said they sound like Bear whenever I ask him a question.
Helpful.
The only way I've ever seen that the targeted harassment thing work is if you can actually find somewhere where they're talking about it. Because otherwise, yeah, YouTube doesn't seem to give a fuck.
Even though they can link the names to the people who filed
Yeah.
complaints, because they're fucking asshats. So
I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I remember hearing you talk a while back on your on one of your streams right after you got yet again another strike, and you're like, I've thought about like just giving this up, and it's like whatever it's worth, man. Don't do that. Like,
Come on.
you know, I know it's like I don't have to deal with the stress you deal with, but don't do that. Like,
It's really just a hit in the motivation.
I
Because
get you.
yeah,
like I put a lot of work into my shit. And you
Yeah,
know,
man.
streaming takes preparation time, especially the shit I do with the news.
Is that a
stuff
slam
like
at
that.
me?
Yes. The
Because
videos,
I come on here most days and I'm like, fuck, I don't have anything ready yet.
it takes me like 6-7 hours to edit, render, record, research a half-hour video that I do. And it's someone at just the snap of a finger can go, meh, we're going to take away your ability to make money for the next quarter of a year. And what really hit harder this time is because it's not an accident that this was done right before the holiday season.
Oh
And-
yeah. Oh shit. I didn't even think about that. Oh god damn.
Yeah, it's right before the holiday season starts. So we're like, we're going to take away your main way of making money.
Mhm.
And it's just so fucking irritating that I cannot find somebody to talk to. I cannot like at somebody to try to get my shit taken care of.
Yeah.
And
Another thing for those of you who don't know, unless you have 100,000 subs, YouTube doesn't give a fuck. There's nobody to talk to. They give you a generic email where you can dispute it, and maybe in a month they'll answer it.
Yeah, my last strike before this one, I appealed it, and it took them almost a month to get back to me, and they still
Yep.
denied it.
The only time I've ever used that, it took me almost a month, and it was they did the same thing. No, we're good. Like,
Jenna
fuck
P in the
you.
chat said your boys' birthday around the same time. Yeah, my boys are in the middle of January, like the early part of January. It's
Yeah.
such an expensive time. the holidays, the birthdays, Christmas, winterizing, car, shit like that. And it's such a fucking blow to motivation. And a big motivator is I do this for a living. So
Right.
if someone's like, okay, we're just gonna like take what you normally earn and we're gonna cut it in like half right around the holidays. It's like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah, guys,
I'm
I
gonna try to
know.
find some shit, but
I know going through Streamlabs might be a pain in the ass, but it is a really good way. And it's not just to screw YouTube so they don't get that 30%. It's for things like what's happening to Sinatra. The only way you can still earn money right now is through them, right?
yep.
Yeah. So consider it, guys. Even if
And it takes PayPal too, credit
it
cards.
does.
It takes
I don't
like
have
2
it set
minutes,
up
guys.
for-
It's just as easy as a Streamlabs. Just go in there and do your thing. It takes no time.
I don't have it set up for any of the cryptos, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Speaking of which, there's a link floating around for my Streamlabs. If you like what I do here,
That might have been 15 on the dot.
I think it might have been.
He has a timer.
It's
I'm gonna time. Actually, we're gonna do that.
it's advertising.
It's usually, if you notice, it's right after he brings up something about him being forgetful or a cripple.
By the way, I am crippled, guys.
My Twitter trending feed right now is Clinton's, Obama, Soros, Secret Service, Hillary Clinton. Nowhere on there is CNN.
Oh, let's see what's mine.
Oh, I got one CNN somewhere.
I got Warner Center, that's the CNN building.
Yeah, I got Warner Center.
I don't have that.
Ah,
I also have Wednesday Wisdom. Oh, I need some
have
wisdom
Wednesday
for
Wisdom.
Wednesday. Let's see.
Oh, I have a fucking fantastic game set for Friday, Bear.
Oh,
Mhm.
hold on. John Brennan is trending. Why?
look that up, guys. Explain the whole game thing.
you gonna
To
give
the
any
people who
fucking
don't
deets,
know.
Sinatra? You're just gonna sit there posturing about it.
It's. I'm gonna posture a little bit. It's another picture based game.
Okay.
It's Halloween themed. It's a Halloween themed picture based game.
Okay.
I can't give too much away because then it'll give you time to study.
Okay, I'll do it
Off.
for them since they're not on their show. They often play games, which are funny as fuck and definitely worth the price of admission, guys. So check them out, and they go over news stories, and then they have it. Should we have a game? And then they play a game.
Yeah,
It sounds just like that too. You're not gonna miss it.
it's my game's usually steakhouse or gay bar. Well, I'll give the name of a venue, and you have to guess if it's a steakhouse or a gay bar. If you have any chain restaurants by you, there's probably a place called Longhorn or Outback or Roadhouse. Those all could sound like gay bars, but it's a pretty fun game.
That sounds like a fun game.
And Bear usually has Viper make him some shit.
How did I? So predictable, Sinatra.
To be fair, I mentioned Viper before he did.
And
I had Viper help me with this with a show once, right? Once, like a year ago, and it just hasn't fucking just left.
He will never die.
it won't.
CNN is claiming that the device that was sent to the Warner Center was specifically addressed to former CIA Director John Brennan.
Oh, does
Does
he
he
work
work
for
there?
them?
He goddamn well might as well. He's got like a cot out back. Like it's
Oh,
I thought
so-
Simone Sanders might have been living in a thing out back.
well, you know what? They've got bunk beds. I swear they got a barracks somewhere, and it just there's certain people like Simone Sanders and
Colonel Sanders.
Navarro and what's the Jeffrey Toobin, their chief legal analyst. Yeah, they got a whole schlop of them there, and John Brennan is so incredibly critical. He just did an interview of Donald Trump, and he just did an interview with CNN, which is like the same as asking your roommate what he thinks at this point. CNN interviewing John Brennan. Former CIA Director John Brennan criticized Donald Trump this Friday for revoking his security clearance and said the president is drunk on power. No, he was well within his authority to hire you, fire you, revoke your security clearance for any reason that he saw fit, and he did so. That's not being drunk with power. That's completely within the president's purview to do that, and you should know that. Guy who voted for the Communist Party in the 90s.
He did.
He did.
I love Polly Rants.
The director of the fucking CIA voted for the Communist Party in the 90s, and he called it a youthful indiscretion.
Gross.
But yet, one woman's imagination of what happened 36 years ago is taken as gospel truth and mob worthy.
It's
Brennan-
all about that narrative, my dude.
It is. It's true. It's just how you spin it and how you look at it. And do I think John Brennan's a communist? No, probably not. But if he wasn't Obama's guy from the time he was still a senator, there's no way that would have been spun as anything other than this guy can't have this job. It's too high of a security position for somebody who has these failed leanings in terms of patriotism, you know?
Well, people tried reading when Hillary Clinton got hers removed.
Mm-hmm.
No, she just shouldn't have that anymore.
When you're done with the job, that's it. It should be gone.
I agree.
I'm not you know what, I'm not opposed to people maintaining their security clearances when they go on to be contractors. I'd say like Booz Allen Hamilton or any one of the other contractors out there, Brookings or anything. But these people are just floating around. And what are you doing? And why do you need access to these documents for no specific reason? You just have it for life. That's just weird.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Contractors are fine because they're still involved, but these people who just, like you said, sit on it, it's like they shouldn't have it.
Well, and not only that, but these people are just with the media every step of the way. So if you want everything that happens that's classified to go right out to the media, it's a good way to have that happen.
It kills me that they talked about how unprecedented it is for a president to revoke someone's security clearances like that. Not true. Jack Kennedy revoked when he fired Charles Bissell and fired not Richard Helms. No, Richard Helms after the Bay of Pigs thing. And he revoked their security clearances. It's not unprecedented. So one, it's simply not true. And then number two, it's within his purview to do so. Don't act like it's not. You know what is unprecedented? A former CIA director spending all of his time at a combative network plastering this guy and using his security clearance to comment upon his analysis.
The one that gets me is when they say an abuse of power. Like, no, it's actually in his job description, jackass. He can do it.
But he did it because he didn't like me. And
that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like, and so what? And people get jobs because they're liked. John Brennan got the job because him and Obama were very much eye to eye on a lot of national security and international relations matters. Was that his abuse of power for nominating you? No.
No.
Nor would they ever say that to him.
God.
Yeah.
Obama is the OG didn't do when it comes to political gaffes. No one ever talks about how fucking stringent he was on the media or how he pushed for the conservative 501c3s to get hit. It's a non-talking point.
Nobody convicted more members of the press. Nobody went after leakers like him. Even Nixon's plumbers didn't go after leaks like the Obama administration did.
I wonder how many people in chat know what Nixon's plumbers are.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, did I just go inside baseball or did that?
To be honest.
Type 1 if you're old enough to understand what the hell that meant.
No, I'm not. I was not around when Nixon was.
I need to see your ID. I don't think you're as young.
Yeah, I'm
as you
pretty
say
sure he's a little more than he lets on.
He's like 95.
Are we still back to me owning a silk robe and having a pocket watch? That's just.
Are you a time traveler?
It's not the pocket, Polly. It's not the pocket watch, and you know it.
Hey, the NYPD
Poppy,
just. Oh,
I'm sorry, Poppy. I just tagged you in something on Twitter. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I just wrote you back.
well, the NYPD is going to give a news conference at 12:45 Eastern.
No, I'm interested
why.
to see.
About the CNN building event.
Well, Monk, we've talked about this. That's what I do in political science is national security, right? So Nixon's going to come up.
That whole story still fascinates me. I mean, if he would have just gone, he didn't have to lose his office for that.
No, he didn't.
There was no reason to. That was stupid. So stupid.
Yay, deep throat.
Don't get
You're
me wrong.
boiling at me, and I'm rude.
Poppy just tweeted out to me, guys. Fuck you.
He sent me the picture of the boiling Pop-Tart.
I may have, but
And so I said, fuck you, and had a little gif to someone flipping it off. And he was like, well, that's rude. And I'm like, you're boiling me, and I'm the rude one. Okay.
that is rude. That is rude.
Well, no, here, let's include her. It's like, hey, Poppy, what do you think about deep throat?
You know, a guy. A very
quick.
wise man once said that the only language women understand is violence.
Oh my God. Real quick, Cryptic, thank you for the $5. I blame today on Alfred Bear.
Fuck off, chink.
As if we weren't going to be demonetized anyway, that should do it. And no, that's not true. I don't get demonetized. I just get not suitable for all advertisers.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't want Pampers like what do they expect when somebody says not suitable? Yeah, I don't really think children's toys are going to show up on a political channel.
You know,
Well,
you'd be surprised.
Some of the stuff that shows up for children is Grand Monkey has a iPad thingy. What are they called? It's not an iPad, but a different one. Anyway, she loves to watch Twitter, YouTube on it, and she goes through the kids' channels, and I sit there with her, and some of the stuff that comes up is just not meant for kids.
No, it's really not.
But it's got millions of views, and ads play like a motherfucker. They get like Coke ads on them, the good ads.
It gets me so fucking triggered whenever I'm sitting there, and all it is a Minecraft voiceover.
Oh yeah,
and it's the robotic one. Today I went to the fucking thing and sucked many whatever they do.
Right.
And I'm just like, I can't get a fucking ad to save my life. These shitbags are just raking in.
So you guys got kids that are watching stuff on YouTube. Does the parental lock, like age restriction, that doesn't do a good job of gating suitable material?
Depends on their age range. Like if it's a toddler, yeah, because the parental lock, because I've tried kids YouTube with the Angel when she was a little bit younger. Literally, it's just they show these numbers and then you type it in.
Okay.
And if your kid's over the age of like 3, they can figure that out.
Oh,
like
Zio
the
Gold
internet
says
they have a YouTube Kids, and yet they're denying you guys your advertising rights.
Well,
there's a place where these kids could go.
I feel like they could find advertisers for us if they wanted to.
Oh, they could. But the problem with the kids channel thing and the parental lock is that it depends on what the user puts in for their stuff. I mean, this probably should end up, this hangout probably should end up, okay, let's do last night. Last night's hangout should be 18 plus.
Oh yeah.
I didn't put that shit in there. And unless YouTube reviews it and does it themselves, it's not going to be 18 plus. Because I think kids need to learn, just like the Vogue 15-year-old butt fucking article. I think children need to learn.
This Zio Gold mentioned QKS, and I'm like, what is that? Shows up, and I'm like, queer. I was like, queer kids stuff. Holy shit! I hadn't thought about that show, and God, that thing was creepy.
It's still creepy.
The stupid little bear that she would try and instruct.
Don't you mess with Teddy. Teddy's gold.
It's our mission to save Teddy.
Guys, keep it going. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Sinatra, I know exactly what you're talking about with these fucking Roblox videos with the fucking text-to-speech one. Alfie was watching a video on his tablet a couple of weeks ago, and it was one of those fucking text-to-speech voiceover bullshit. And the things that were being said, I've never moved and dived and grabbed hold of a tablet off of him so damn quickly,
dude. Yeah, and they'll just be like, "Fucker."
Yeah.
Oh, I'll throw the tablet in the fucking fish tank.
He came and he raped her really, really good. I'm like, whoa, get the fuck.
And oh man, it's just so irritating that I don't know. I think I'm just a little bit bitter at YouTube anyway. But
you have every reason to be.
Aren't we all?
The apocalypse is truly the destruction of all things creative.
I'm curious, Sinatra. Have you managed to move, like, what percentage? Because I see your chats, donations steadily coming in, but like, are you getting more of them through Streamlabs that you're not giving that 30% as much to YouTube anymore?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a heavier percentage way over on Streamlabs.
It is, but
cool.
Dude, people are just resolute in the super chats, and that's fine.
Yeah,
I would encourage you not to use it, but if you're going to, I'm not going to be like, no, I don't want your money. But it makes up probably 40% of, so 60% goes to Streamlabs and 40 to super chats. So that 40% is just non-existent now because my third channel has been in a monetization limbo for almost a year, if not more.
Right.
I'm in a no-win situation and I can't find anyone to talk to. And normally I wouldn't be this vicious about it, but it's right around the holidays. And it's just like, come on, man. Give me something.
You Streamlabs people.
Yeah. When did you say the press conference was?
12:45 Eastern.
Is there any way we can pipe that through here?
Possibly, as long as Monkey's putting us the primary thing, but I'm not sure we get sound.
Yeah, there's that always happens with the issue. You can watch it, but the sound's not going to pipe through, not unless you get a digital audio cable set up to link through the sound.
And I guarantee Monkey doesn't have that.
Yeah. And, Nighthawk asked a question a good while back while I have a chance here. Polydub, I've never read a comic, but do comics generally have well-written stories? Ouch, Jack, huh?
That's a loaded question if I ever heard one.
Yeah, they can and they can't is unfortunately the shifty answer.
As of late, no, they don't have good stories.
Exactly. And that's what we spent a lot of time complaining about and bitching about, because they seem to be like determined to crash their own fucking not just their own company and not just their own characters, but the entire industry into the fucking ground. They seem dedicated towards it, but there's still lots of
there's sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
There's a lot of good stuff out there, but it's not from the mainstream books, because they're taking the IPs that you love from the movies and turning them into social justice chick tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The good news is that there is still good stuff out there. And Jim Healis, being never shy to promote himself, says, my comic has a well-written story. And he's right.
I told him to freaking send me the link to that so I could shill it for him, and he never got back to me.
Clarissa, a well-trained Marine, getting out on her own as a professional assassin. And you can go check. Sure, I'm not doing it justice, but seriously, that's the storyline. It's awesome. It's a sexy comic, and it is well written. And I'm still waiting for my friend to give me a call to tell me when the copy arrives. It was sent to his place. But we also do on Comic Book Curation, if you want to come by, we pitch to each other every week. And we like good art and we like good stories. And yeah, we're trying to convince each other that it's worth reading, and by extension, the audience as well. So if you never read a comic and you want an idea of where to start, not to toot our own home, but we end up pitching pretty good stuff, because we're not going to get you to read something that's stupid, because then our reputation wouldn't be worth shit.
Okay, wait a minute. There's a change in the story here.
Oh, which story now?
The Clintons. It wasn't delivered to the house. It was in the vicinity, quote unquote, of the house.
Oh yeah, that came out earlier this morning.
On this plane of existence.
And the Obamas was intercepted.
Well, actually, if you read the Secret Service note, both of them it says both of them were intercepted. Whoa. So there's nobody knows what's going on. Real quick, Bear.
Mm.
Okay.
I've had to explain to many people what a broken banjo is, and I think you've traumatized my audience.
Good.
Oh my God. So good.
Good.
Somebody else can talk now. Tell them.
I was working. You guys talk.
Tell me what to do.
What are you working on over there, Dax?
Well, I'm trying to get Jim to send me material so I can link into the chat, because that comic really does look pretty good.
Oh, you mean Jim Helix?
Yeah.
Or Helix? Why did I just call him Helix? I've called him He's been with us for a long time. Jim, I'm sorry I've just made you a Helix.
You got him twisted. You see what I did there?
I see what you did there. But you guys know how I am with names, so sorry. Define broken banjo. Bear, would you mind?
Again?
Please, yes. There's people who weren't listening.
Judging by the response that I got from telling people what a snapped banjo is, I'm not sure they want that.
I'm just warning you now. If you have a penis, this is going to hurt you. But
in your penis,
Bear.
Okay, I've known a few people in my life that have snapped their banjo whilst they were engaging in sexy time.
Oh, back to this.
This is what will generally happen if you fuck her too hard.
The little flap of skin on the opposite side of your helmet can sometimes break whilst you're getting on, and will piss blood everywhere. And it will fill up her vag, and you'll probably think that you've killed her in the process. And then when you rip your dick out, you'll see that it's coming from you, and then you'll end up in a panic. Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
So funny.
So if that ever happens to you, sorry, your life will make me sad for real.
You want to know what makes me sad?
Please.
The story that Jack just sent me.
You're welcome.
You
Jack,
son
what
of a
did
bitch.
you do?
Like,
It's in the group chat.
you motherfucker.
Oh, let me see.
I like to make people's lives fun. MCU veteran says
Oh,
next Captain
fuck
America
you.
could be black or female.
Get out. I'm done.
Okay, listen. I mean, think about this. Can we run the list again? Korean Hulk, female Thor, Latino Black Spider-Man.
Chat, there's the story we're talking about.
And now Captain. Black teenage female, Iron Man, now Ironheart. And now Captain America is going to be a black man or a woman because reasons.
Well, let's read it. MCU veteran says next Captain America could be black or female. Marvel Cinematic Universe veteran Frank Grillo thinks the next actor to play Captain America could be African or a woman. Why not both? Known for his role as Crossbones in Captain America: The Winter Soldier and Captain America: Civil War, Grillo addressed who could succeed Chris Evans as the Star-Spangled Hero following the events of Avengers 4, because apparently he's leaving, guys. He's done a great job there. So
don't get me wrong, I've loved Chris Evans as Captain America, but he's had a good long run. I try and do my damnedest to ignore things he says in interviews and stuff he says on Twitter, because he's a full-blown progressive liberal and it's obnoxious. But he did a great job as Steve Rogers. I loved it. So,
appearing on Larry King Now, Grillo was asked whether he knows who will play the next Captain America. I don't know, he admitted, but there have been rumors that the next captain could be an African American. It could be a woman, so they're looking. So apparently, they're actually looking for it. And
stunning and brave. Stunning and brave.
And on the right side of history. No?
Yeah. That's my favorite.
Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz's office in Sunrise, Florida has been evacuated after a suspicious package was found mailed there.
I'm telling you, anyone.
Why Debbie?
How long till Maxine Waters?
Maxine should have got one before Debbie. Not that okay, guys, don't send bombs to Maxine Waters, but with the current events, why?
From one monkey to another.
You know what?
Oh Jesus!
Wait a minute. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Clinton, Obama, CNN. This is a Bernie supporter.
Ooh, maybe.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
So then we want to do internet bets, Monkey. Who's next?
I just threw a link in the chat. My Twitter trending feed says Clinton's suspicious package found near Bill and Hillary's home. Then it says Obama's suspicious package found near Bill and Hillary's home.
Baxian asked me, do I just stream all day now? I've been really enjoying these random streams. I don't know how often I'll do them. I love the morning ones, but we had a lot of fun last night, I think.
Yeah, it was interesting to listen to while I was working.
Yeah, and Poppy couldn't time people out with her titties.
Well, I could. It just didn't happen.
Much
That's where I keep my phone at work.
Are they just going to say it's the White House because that's where Bill and Hillary should be?
Night Ninja says Bucky should be the next captain. He should be. He should.
Yeah, very much so. But I mean, he's Ash right now, so.
He's too much of a
He doesn't
man.
feel so well.
Next target, given if it is a Bernie supporter, next target. Oh God. I don't know. They've hit most of the major ones.
It would be Donna Brazil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or Jill Stein, because she stole a bunch of votes, remember?
Oh, I
could be.
hate that fucking mentality. So
You and me both, man. You and me both.
That's the mentality.
No, you suck.
They're not normal people. We're dealing with crazy people. You got to think in magical connections. That's how they do it.
Yeah, with that, there's no other reason to send one to Dedi because she's irrelevant now.
I would also check on all those super delegates.
Jean-Pierre says Nancy Pelosi. No, because she wasn't a major player in all of that. Donna Brazil would be the next one because she worked both for CNN and she was feeding Hillary the questions. They found all of that in the email stuff. So if we see her, I'm going to be just convinced it's a Bernie supporter. But right now, that's where I'm leaning.
Sorry, I'm just really suddenly giddy.
Why?
Because Tommy Robinson has been invited to dine at Parliament.
Really?
I told you
Stop
something was
making
up with him.
people try to care about British politics.
It's so much fucking fun.
That's funny, though.
I know. John Podesta.
John Podesta would be on that list, yeah.
That would be my next bet.
Pizzagate.
He was in business with Manafort in the Ukraine. You know, he was the one that gave the announcement at the Kavitz Center. We'll get the votes counted. We're coming tomorrow. And of course, he was associated with Comet Pizza.
Who was that one guy? Strzok that did the FBI investigation.
Peter Strzok, yeah.
Yeah, did the announcement.
Yeah. The world's creepiest.
Comey.
Yeah, Comey.
Comey would
Comey and Strzok.
Good call, Monkey. If it's a Bernie supporter and you want to take out people that fucked Hillary, well, why would you want to blow up Hillary if it was a Bernie supporter?
It's mislead, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I would. Lindsay says, but Soros got hit too. Would a Bernie bro send a suspicious package to Soros? Yeah, because he was pushing Hillary, not.
Yeah, and convincing his Wall Street friends to do so as well, which is how she got up to $1.4 billion for her campaign. I mean,
dude, I don't know. Soros is weird, man. I feel like he probably gets this a lot. It's just the timing that this is getting exposure.
Oh, sure.
Because when you go out and you go, the Trump reign will end before 2020, you're like, whoa, dude. What the fuck does that mean?
Did I mention that I'm crippled and I have donations that you can donate?
That was over 15 minutes. I'm proud of you.
Well, I did walk away for a few, so
I took that into consideration.
Streamlab link is down below, and Star's been a sweetheart. Several people have been sweethearts and have put that in chat. If you'd like to donate there, or you can hit the little, what is it, $sign. Fuck me, at the bottom of the screen. You can also donate to Sinatra and Bear. I know you both have them, but you can also just go watch these guys or subscribe to their channels. Check them out, guys. They're good people. That's why they're here. They're good.
Bear is a good person. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
They're degenerates, but they're my kind of degenerate.
We're assholes, but we're your assholes.
That's right. Someone needs to off Bernie's wife. She needs to be okay.
Oh, wow.
Duck Dog. I'm gonna have to censor you for real with stuff like that. No, we don't need to kill anybody.
There's sound bites that you can get Monkey on in this live stream alone is staggering.
There's the detail on Barack Obama's package. It was actually received at the Joint Air
I really don't want to know about his package, please.
The package that was intended for him.
That's not any better.
The package intended for him. What was the detail?
That it was received at Anacostia Bowling Air Force Base. If you're living in the DC area, you kind of know where it is generally, and that's where their Secret Services mail processing center is, because that's a top security airfield. And so, yeah, they do their processing there. That's as close as it ever got to him, was at Anacostia Bowling.
Nut says I could have been shilling my own Streamlabs and he wouldn't have known. Yes, I do, because my name is in there, so it comes up orange every time it's shilled out.
But you wouldn't have noticed if it wasn't coming up.
That's true. Damn it.
No.
Now I have to. That's all right. You know what, Nuts? Shill your own as well. Because she's a sweetheart. She does a lot of promotion for Lords of the Night and 2 Cents Plus when we game, and all of our Streamlabs. She's a sweetheart.
There's no women on the internet, Monkey. You know better.
Do you think it would make a really cool action movie? Because in my head it does. If there was a Jason Bourne movie, but based on this entire scenario, but the guilty parties were Ben and Jerry's.
Jesus.
Hey,
Oh, hey.
leave the hippies alone.
That's what I'm talking about.
There's a meme that was just sent to me. I fucking like that. Kanye West introduces new designer line for his Yeezy.
Oh
fashion
God.
line.
I like the pink flowery one.
Yeah, I'll worry about right up here.
Yeah.
The other side, there's a pink flowery one too.
I just think they look like extras from The Wizard of Oz. And I know that there's nobody in The Wizard of Oz. It's just how my mind works.
Like,
like my kind of party.
Prospero says, woohoo, Christmas at my house. The mic arrived. Ranting Monkey, now I won't sound like I'm in a well. I don't think you sound like you're in a well. I just think a lot of times you're really quiet. But I invited her on. There's too many people here, so she's going to come on one of the next times we do this. We'll get you on here, Prospero. Prospero is good to talk to. She's really smart.
Oh yeah, I could drop out if you want to get her on.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, get out of here.
Okay.
Bear, what you doing over there?
I'm currently looking up the great reeing that has been caused by the presence of Tommy Robinson.
Oh,
I tried to
And they are responding as you'd expect, which is absolutely hilarious to me. First, I share his assessment of the individual concerned, a loathsome, obnoxious, repellent individual, and I make no bones about my view of being out on the same front. He's a racist and a bigot, and stirs up racial hatred. He's an organizer of violence. No.
So the NPCs are out, basically.
It just goes
really
to show.
miss Lord Bear.
It just goes to show that. Hello, Sinatra says you're not going to believe what I have found on the internet today.
Dude, I tried my best when I was over there to make Lord Bear not happen anymore. I hid something.
I hid something.
I was really drunk, and I just remember hiding something in a Christmas tree in a box somewhere.
You were saying, Bear, this just goes to show
that even our houses of parliament and the House of Lords are full of fucking NPCs. They just say the same shit over and over and over again. I'm just trying to find this statement from that was John Burkow, by the way, who said that. That's our Speaker of the House. But here's a statement from a member of the SNP. You know, the group now criticizing Donald Trump for being a nationalist, even though their party is the Scottish Nationalist Party. Yes, can I help you? Yay, I like food. Okay, thank you. McDonald said, I understand that sometimes we have to engage in views that one might not agree with, but surely the fact that a man who is guilty as he is on stirring up racial hatred, organizing violent thuggish crimes around the country, setting up the EDL and everything that comes with it crosses a line, and such a person should not be invited to walk amongst us on the parliamentary estate. The fucking audacity of these cunts. Just
deplatforming and that shit. Fuck off.
How dare the proletariat walk amongst us? Filthy working class shits.
Let them eat cake.
Oh god, they wind me up so fucking much. Here's another statement from the Ilford North MP. Lord Pearson has disgraced himself by inviting convicted criminal and hate monger Stephen Yaxley Lennon into that's Tommy Robinson's real name for those who don't know, into Parliament for a slap-up lunch. This country fought a world war to defeat Hitler's fascism. Oh, here we go. Not to see the red carpet rolled out for the far right. How is he far right?
Yeah,
somebody explain this to me. Right. What racism has he spewed? Somebody tell me. Somebody.
He doesn't like Muslims destroying your country, and for some reason, people can't get it through their heads that Muslim isn't a race.
You know, I got into it with Kevin Logan over this. He's like, well, Tommy Robinson tried to set up a far right party, and I was like, all right, okay. I wasn't aware that he tried to set up a political party, and I was like, okay, can I have the link then? And he gave me a link to the party, and I took a look at it, and it turns out that their political ideology was that of a civnat, not ethno-nationalist. And of course, when I came back and sort of reported that back to Kev, he was like, "Oh, you just don't get it." What do you mean I don't get it?
Well, you don't get it because you didn't just read and believe, Bear. Can you throw the link to that in chat? Somebody's asked for the source.
Someone in the chat said, I use a Rode Podcaster with a Behringer 1204 USB. Holy shit, that's an expensive setup.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna come rob you and then leave my shitty
Oh,
microphone
God.
behind.
Shouldn't admit that on live stream.
Oh yeah, no felonies on live streams. I forgot.
Yeah, he's not actually going to do that. He's going to come to your house and immigrate to your stuff.
To be fair, Monkey has a fundraiser for one of those mics. So if you have some extra money, send it his way.
I appreciate that. You know, of all the things I want to update, my mic is not one of them. So, but I do need a what the fuck's it called? A video capture device.
Camera?
No. I have a camera, but to like use the camera or when my PS4 gets here, which is a gift from a wonderful fan, in order to get it onto my computer, I have to have a video capture device.
Oh, you want a Gato?
I think that's the one I was looking at. I asked Satsu which one he uses.
That's the one you want. A buddy of mine does that.
Yeah, there's some nice ones out there, but there's a lot of them. Stargazer says fundraiser number 564 Ranting Monkey Streamlabs. Thank you so much for throwing that out there again. Because guys, you can donate to me if you find me entertaining. You know, you can donate to me if you find these guys entertaining.
Yeah, you can give Ranting Monkey money because of us, and we get a cut from it.
Right.
Yeah, that
part has not been established.
I get 50%, Monkey gets 40%, and the rest of these guys can squabble over what's left.
Rico says, what the fuck you need a camera for? You're a cartoon. I have very, very much considered doing a face reveal eventually, and in order to do that,
I have an idea of what you look like in my head. And I
you've never seen me?
No.
Oh, that's
Most
right.
people haven't.
Yeah, I'll show you one day, Sinatra. I trust you.
No, don't. I want to keep this.
I'm going to show you. And it's going to be it's going to rock the world,
sir.
Give me a dick pic.
You're
Can I
going to
tell
do
them
a
who you look
seasonal
like,
reveal
Monkey?
for Halloween, try and scare everyone?
Can I tell them
Go
who
ahead,
you look
Bear.
like?
Tell them what I look like.
Ranting Monkey looks like Mark Hamill.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought.
With
I
the
don't know
beard
who
and
that
stuff
is.
now?
He's Luke Skywalker.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of think more like the dude from, I think it is Mark Hamill from that show on Netflix.
That's very
Shameless.
Oh no, that's Macy.
Yeah.
Oh, William
Will
H.
H.
Macy.
Macy.
Yeah, William H. Macy.
They're the same person.
Kind of. When I don't shave, especially now, I was looking in the mirror the other day because I didn't agree with Bear when he said I look like Mark Hamill. But I'd let my face just grow way out, and I looked in the mirror. I'm like, holy shit! I look like I belong in The Last Jedi.
I don't know why, but I always pictured you like with the dark hair and a dark beard, looking like circa 1990 Francis Ford Coppola.
No, he's blonde. He's said that a lot.
Yeah, when SDA found out I was a blonde, she was mad actually.
Mad?
She was mad because she pictured me with dark hair.
That's funny. She imagined you and then got pissed at you because you didn't fit her imagination.
Indeed, yes.
Why aren't you everything I hoped you would be? Get the hell out.
Yes, but I'm still a pretty man. Hermit Luke Skywalker. That's how I looked the other day. I really did. But now I shaved it down and I got my pretty face back.
God, that's not it's what's happened in the world. It's saying like I look like Hermit Luke Skywalker. That would have been cool like 2 years ago. Now it means you're like some cucked out old man that some young bimbo can show up and outclass you in the shit you've been practicing your whole life. What the fuck happened in that movie?
They just destroyed it. You know what happened? They let a woman vote, and it fucking
counted it.
When you give
Fulfill
them
the
rights.
I picture Ranting Monkey looking like a skinny Bruce Valanche. Fuck you, Jean-Pierre.
Awesome.
You ass.
Wow, that cuts deep.
That's
That
cruel.
does.
Descriptive, but cruel.
That's how you get timed out.
Do
Indeed.
not Google if you don't know what Bruce
Don't look at
Valanche
Bruce
looks
Valanche.
like.
Just think Chris Griffin when he gets older, and that's all you need to know.
I thought it would be maybe a what's it called? What the fuck is his name?
You are 2 for 2 with great descriptions.
By the way, as a little factoid, did you know Bruce Valanche was one of the co-writers of the Star Wars Holiday Special?
That
No, but
explains
it
a
makes
lot.
sense.
Isn't that like oddly appropriate?
Happy Life Day.
Like, yeah, Wookiee screaming incoherently for a half hour straight. This is a great idea.
Yeah, I imagine kind of like Thomas Jane, maybe.
Oh, for me, I wish I looked like Thomas Jane. That's a pretty
I don't
man.
picture Monkey with like the stoic chin of Thomas Jane.
Yeah.
Wait, Monkey isn't just a blonde monkey. I am, Sarah. I am. Don't listen to these guys. I'm a talking monkey. This is the start of the monkey apocalypse.
Yeah, that's how Planet of the Apes started.
I'm a dead
Ranting
cooner.
monkey said no.
I'm a dead cooner. Ghastly's really a ghost, and Monkey's really a monkey.
Me and did you say dead cooner? Did you mean crooner?
No, cooner. I meant
It means
cooner.
that he plugs black women in the bathroom.
All right.
Oh God.
I forgot what I was going to say now because of that. Thank you, Sinatra. Oh God, man. How long have we been going? Jesus Christ.
2 hours. Well, more than 2 hours, but yeah.
Oh, this is a reminder, guys. If you're watching this later and you only get 2 hours, that's because a stream longer than 2 hours has to render, and it only will show you the last 2 hours until it's done. So,
And an erection
Oh,
longer than
really?
4, seek medical help.
what's that? Yeah, that's how it works.
I did not know that.
So you look like an older Bearing. I think me and him could actually look like we were related, maybe cousins.
So wait, does that mean that Lady Monkey is like Sugar Tits? 'Cause that's
No,
awesome.
no. She's American.
No, I mean like looks wise.
No, she's American.
The proportional failure.
Sugar Tits is quite obviously Asian.
Sugar Tits is quite obviously really hot.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of little Asians running around YouTube and Twitter that are cute.
Yeah.
Jack, yeah.
Jack's just like, yeah.
Yeah, Jack
brought
has a
me
big
here.
thing for Asians.
Shelly,
Who doesn't? They're so
Oh,
hot.
guys.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
Asians.
Shelly
can't help
thinks I
it.
have an Asian fetish because I think Asians are really hot.
Also, fuck you, Sinatra. You know why?
You just
I don't
saw
know why,
that?
but that was perfect.
I check your Twitter.
Cut pieces and throw them away. Bed. You're such a fat bastard. Sinatra.
Vanilla Bear said she made a cake because all the fathers are on one stream, so I told her to cut our pieces and throw them out so Bear can't have them.
Yeah, leave our food alone. That's mine. That's my dairy product.
Don't start.
Again, I forgot what I was
Chocolate
going to
pie, you motherfucker.
Fuck me up
I like
again.
pie.
Okay, so speaking of Bearing, did y'all see Bearing's video from like yesterday evening? Was it-
The white.
yeah. Is it
Okay,
okay to be white motion in Australian Parliament?
What?
I
didn't watch
do-
it because Dorky told us all about that, and it was just too fresh. I'm like, I'll wait a day and see how he feels about it.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, I mean, it's not so much the content of the video itself, but something he said towards the end of the video that caught my attention, got me thinking. He said, you'll probably notice that I haven't been active very much on Twitter. And that's because what's the point? I've been self-censoring too much, and I feel, because if you always constantly anxious that if I say the wrong thing and some blue hair gets pissed off, that's it. The whole show's over with. But you can always find me up on Gab, and I'm like, okay. And I walked away, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, self-censoring and so on. I go, and I was telling people in Discord last night, this is what winning for them looks like, because he was self-censoring. He wasn't saying what he wanted to say because he was afraid someone was going to get pissed off about it, and now he barely ever uses the service. And that place has become a hive of scum and villainy. It's like that's how they win, and they're winning in that way. How many other people are self-censoring? How many other people have left the fucking service? So it's just bots, NPCs, and progressives.
In a way, I self-censor on Twitter. But what I mean by that is there's times I want to tell somebody you are a dumb motherfucker, and I have to find a nicer way to say it.
Right.
So that there's still ways to do it, but with Bearing, he's got Christie's crew who just watch him constantly on there.
Dude, it's bad.
And I mean on that.
It's like
level.
Sinatra
not so much
trying to stream.
Yeah,
it's that bad.
But I mean on that level right there, the crusaders and do-gooders that are out there just flagging, hey, the Comicsgate thing is deep with it. They're everywhere out there, and they are winning. Like on those kind of platforms, I don't think YouTube if you think about it right now, the way YouTube is, it doesn't look like it did a year ago. And I think like next fall holiday season time, YouTube's not even going to be recognizable compared to what it is right now. It's going to be more and more like the Disney Channel, more and more behind paywalls, and we're going to want you to pay for stuff. There's going to be less and less conservative stuff on YouTube.
Well, they're already going to cut the what's it called? The fucking YouTube, the creator studio away.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's just going to be the YouTube studio.
Oh.
And I have it on my side channels, and I don't know how the fuck it works.
It is very confusing when you use the new beta of it. It just doesn't look right. Why do they have to keep changing things?
Here, I'll screen share in a second because I'm gonna finally upload some content to it. Another
Real
channel.
quick, Jean-Pierre says, "Wait, Christy's still relevant?" No, but she is still obsessed.
Yeah.
And Nighthawk says,
"It doesn't die easy."
No, it doesn't.
Looks like this just doesn't
hang on,
make
let
any
me
sense.
focus on you.
Hold on, I want to see this.
This is what it looks like.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Well, that's not the thing they made me use on my second channel.
Is this new? This is how it's coming?
This is what they're pushing out at the beginning of 2019.
Jesus fuck.
Click,
Where's all my
click on
stuff?
videos, Sinatra.
Hmm?
Click on videos, please. They must have changed it since I last looked at it. Yeah, this is the fucking thing.
Mhm.
You can opt in. You can opt in to use this right now, and it will change your entire dashboard to look like this.
Ew.
You
It's
get
garbage.
little analytics and then comments. You have to like
Wait, that's
go
all
through
there
your
is for
videos,
analytics.
then to your live streams, and you have to do all that. Yeah,
There is a way
Jesus.
to opt out of it, but it's not easy to find.
There's oh my god, the analytics are crap.
Yeah, it's awful. It's awful.
Real quick, Nighthawk says, I remember renting Monkey's video, and he's right. That's in reference to the SJWs still being out there and still winning. You're right, Polly. They've made no secret of the fact that they want to deplatform people, and they've got people deplatforming themselves.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's
Because I can understand it, like Bering saying, like I'm not gonna fucking be here. You can I think it was Minds he said, not Gab, but he's probably up on Gab too. It's like you can always catch me over there, and then they're moving over to smaller platforms with a smaller audience, so it's less likely that newer people will catch on to them. I mean, I found out about you, Monkey, through Bering, so like that kind of networking won't happen. Do you know what I mean? Like this is the slow progress of them towards platform dominance, basically.
This is why people stream now and don't make videos nearly as much.
It's one of the reasons I do. It really is. Going back to what Sinatra said with it just taking the motivation out of you.
Yeah.
I haven't been hit by all this shit. I haven't, but I've watched so many friends get hit. Sinatra here. I mean, I realize he's pissed off a lot of very let's call
Dedicated.
Fandoms. But it doesn't have to be that. It can be just one asshole. That's what happened with Suit back with that crazy bitch.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He did a video about this really crazy bitch, and she just went after him and took down his channel. And it's fucking weird that can happen. But like on Twitter, you have to be very careful how you insult people. And there's still times I'm like, you're a dumb motherfucker. And every time I do one of those, I'm like, that's going to get that could get me in trouble. And yeah, you got to be careful on how you insult people now.
Monkey, I gotta go. So
Bear, I love you. Thank you so much for showing up, buddy.
Eat all that cake.
Good a pip.
And we'll see you tonight on Ghost Poo, man.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Later, Bear.
By the way, guys, you can see Bear and Sinatra at 5:30 p.m. Eastern on Drunken Uncle's channel. I know Drunkle is his nickname, but you want to look up the channel Drunken Uncle for the Ghost Poo podcast.
Fuck, I forgot what I was about to say. I agree with Jimmy Dore when he says we should, if you're gonna get banned and you're gonna get like financially put in distress, they should have to take you to court over it.
See, I understand that. Real quick, Shu says just call them spoons. That's what I do. I can't. I'm a foul mouthed monkey. I don't know about the whole court thing. I think there at least should be more of a response that you can get from them, because they're just like, it's basically go fuck yourself is what they tell you without saying it that way.
Well, it's not even that. It's you get a person, a physical person will flag you because it'll say this has been flagged.
Yep.
So a person will flag you, and then a bot will decide if it's flag worthy, and then you appeal it, and then a bot will decide if your appeal should be upheld. People aren't really looking into this. That's why when I was talking to the guy from YouTube for my 10,000th strike, he's like, okay, well, I see that there's a strike active on both your channels. I'm like, yeah, I'm this is all targeted harassment. I thought this was against the terms of service. And he's like, okay, well, I see that the strike is active. Here's how you go about getting it taken care of. I'm like, did you think I didn't appeal it? So they don't even know when you appeal it or not.
Right. It's amazing that's the first thing they always say. Have you appealed?
It's like when you say my internet's not working. Like, did you turn the modem off?
Right. Oh God, don't get me started on the tech guys. Because I'm quite tech savvy and I understand why they do it. But if you call for tech support, they always talk to you like you're an idiot. And it's like, look, I've already done all of this.
They released a photo of the device found.
I saw that. And
does it look like the bomb from Counter-Strike?
It kind of looks like a dirty dildo.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see a picture of it. Oh wow.
Where'd it go? Did you post it? Okay, let me
looks like
focus
a hot dog warmer.
Yeah,
it's
What the
it's a lightsaber.
It looks like
It-
something
it-
fucking Clockboy put together. What the hell?
Dude, if that would have showed up on my door, I would have just thrown it away. I wouldn't even
Oh God.
yeah, that looks like yard trash to me.
Yeah, it looks like
it
it's in a Ziploc bag. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, bombs don't need to be made impressive. Sure, it's got wires
Sure.
and vinyl electrical tape around it, but God, who knows what the fuck's inside of it, including
Oh,
concrete nails and shit.
There's
Real
a thing
quick.
called pride in the workplace.
Before we get past, Jacqueline says, most people who call her idiots, I did tech support. I understand that. I do. My stepmom called me one time to come over, and literally the problem was she hadn't plugged in her computer. I get that. But when I call and I tell you what I've already done, and then you ask me, have you done this? Have you done this? And it's exactly what I've already told you I've done. That annoys me. Rico says, pipe bomb, very basic. Yeah, pipe bombs can be very basic. That was the whole problem with the anarchist cookbook was pipe bombs. I mean, there was a lot of shit in there, but that's the one that caused so many problems because it was so easy to make.
I was surprised to find out that's where Mark Hoffman, I don't know if you know that story, the Mormon bomber in Salt Lake City in the early 1980s. Fucking fascinating story, worth looking into. That his bombs were all pulled out of the anarchist cookbook. That's also where he figured out how to make his Israeli Uzi fully automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now it's even easier because back then they could kind of try and ban books like that, but now you've got the internet, and anybody with 10 minutes can find out everything that was in the book.
Right. Real quick, guys, don't forget to show your stuff over there. Speaking of which, guys, you can donate to one of my 5 billion fundraisers through the $ at the bottom or the Streamlabs. It keeps popping up once in a while.
See, Monkey's
how long
having
was that, Dax?
What's up?
How long was that?
That was about 18 and a half minutes. Actually, not bad.
Monkey's having a fundraiser to manage all his fundraisers. So he really needs the money.
I do indeed. And Sinatra says he's about to hit 50K, guys. So if you're not subbed to him, go check him out and sub to his channel.
Do it now. Right now. Stop driving and do it. Look at your phone and drive and do it.
So, Polly, was the bomber a Mormon or was he bombing Mormons?
Both. He was a Mormon bombing Mormons. He was creating fake documents from not only from Mormon history but from American history, forging documents and then selling them as real. And he was smart enough to trade a lot of documents for old gold coins and old species of different types of wealth. So he would be trading real stuff and his fake stuff as well. And he made himself extremely rich, into the millions with this. But the thing that got fascinating is he created something called the Salamander Letter, which casted early Mormonism and Joseph Smith's revelations into a really bad light, as if he had talked to a tiny magical salamander, not the angel Moroni, which was incredibly embarrassing, knowing the church would want to snatch this up and buy it and pay a huge fee to kind of put it under wraps. And he was right about that. And it ended up working out. And he starts bombing people when they come in, when authorities get closer and closer, like document authorities get closer to realizing he's a scammer, to get people looking in other directions. He blows 2 people up to make it look like it was a banking thing or whatever. But then the third bomb, he accidentally blew himself up, and that's how they ended up catching him. It's a great story.
Real quick, Stargazer Nuts is leaving. Love you, sweetie. See you later. Have a good day. This story to me was so fascinating, because if I were religious and somebody came out and said, "Look, we found this book that was spoken to us by a lizard,"
I think
I'd
that's
be like,
cool.
No, I'm sorry, no. But these people were like, okay, maybe a lizard did give us part of a gospel.
Yeah, it's weird how that they're like, yeah, either way.
Fuck it, yeah, a lizard told us.
Well, if you could believe a burning bush told someone something, why not a lizard?
Wait, do you worry about your burning bush?
I think they found out what the burning bush was. That the guy probably did see a burning bush, but it was he was high.
He was high as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The burning bush is an old story. This was a story coming out in the 20th century about a lizard giving a new gospel, and just one they hadn't. Excuse me. Oh my God. I try not to burp on stream. A new gospel that
You're disgusting.
Given by a lizard. And I think if you look at anything in the 20th century where there's been a new religious anything, everybody's pretty much, no, that's not real. That doesn't happen. That never, no. But lizard telling us things that was like, yeah, the lizard talked to him.
Well, Mormons are weird.
They are.
Now
I was baptized in the Latter-day Saint, by the way.
What's that?
I was baptized in a Mormon church.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
Wow.
What? Jesus Christ, don't offer your condolences over it.
I know Mormons. I'm apologizing.
I need to file a FOIA request to get this autopsy report from this guy so that I can find out if he was wearing his magical underwear when he built the bombs.
Mr. Dex says it was the Geico gecko.
When he blew himself, he survived, Mark Hoffman. He was charged and convicted and is still in a Utah state pen.
Oh, I'll just write the
magic
legend.
underwear.
Sorry, Jenna.
So clearly he did have his magic underwear on.
Exactly.
The bomb went off and he's fine.
+2 armor class or whatever.
See, that's what the Muslims need when they blow shit up so they can live.
Sanctified underwear.
Sanctified underwear. See, that's why they die, because Muhammad didn't give them that. Sinatra.
Ooh, what?
I want to bring this up because you're here. And this is something I think is very important and something we've lost in society. And you and me.
Orgies.
No.
Titanic.
I wasn't going to tell him about that part.
Oh, okay.
Me and Sinatra have had some pretty public arguments because we disagree on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But me and Sinatra are still friends.
Mm-hmm.
The friendship comes first, and it's okay to disagree, guys. This is just another example of that. And we've lost that so much. And I was watching something, I think it was from the Politicon thing, where they were actually talking about, the way to stop the divide in America is eventually everybody's just going to have to separate. I'm like, I don't think you understand what stop the divide means.
Yeah, I don't think
fully divided.
Honestly, I don't see how, unless violence can somehow be stopped, how we're not heading right into a civil war. Because I compared it to a lightning strike. Like, all the ions in the air are charged and ready. You just need a catalyst to set it off. And I think we'd be just in a... And people go, no, No, remember the first Civil War, only like 3% of people actually wanted to fight it.
I don't think we'll see a civil war just because of the military we have now. They won't get involved. I think what we're going to see is a lot of skirmishes where just violence breaks out, and we're already seeing some of that. We saw that in Portland.
I think we'll see something a lot more organized on a much larger scale. It'll probably just stick to the cities, though.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know how organized we'll see something like that. I think it'll be more of just the mobs going at each other in a fashion we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't. And it comes down to what we were talking. I can't remember if it was last night or yesterday. People who see their politics as their morality.
Yeah, I think Styx called it the moral panic.
That's a good description.
And
that's an ongoing thing for Styx, man. He loves focusing on moral panics. Yeah, it's an ongoing
all
thing
of it.
Is.
And then when you have major Democratic players calling for incivility, it's like, you get your incivility.
Whoa.
We got some
at former Attorney General Eric Holder.
Yeah.
When
Why
they
Holder,
go
though?
kick them.
Ooh.
Like
that was
Holder
presenting-
Obama era guy. What?
Yeah.
It would make more sense for Loretta Lynch.
Yeah, this blew our pool apart. Like
It did.
Well, not really, because they might see this as some kind of conspiracy
Could
between Obama's crew and Hillary's camp, especially if it is a Bernie supporter. That really does kind of make sense in some sort of crazy way. But I saw this, and sorry to derail the conversation.
No, as I said earlier, that's what we do here. We derail shit.
This stinks.
Yeah, this is bad.
This is fishy.
Scrappy says Fast and Furious silly. The thing with it is, so far up until Holder, I mean, it would make sense that it was a Bernie supporter because they were going after people who were directly involved. The New York Times would be another one. I just don't understand. It's going to be interesting to see what keeps going. Someone has been busy building bombs. Yeah, apparently.
There's some spin here from some followers too. Steve Schmidt, who's a blue check mark, wherever he is. Trump has stoked a cold civil war in this country. His rallies brim with menace, and he has labeled journalists as enemies of the people. That someone would seek to kill their political enemies is not aberrational, but rather the inevitable consequence of Trump's incitements.
Fuck off.
Trump stokes it by saying jobs, not mobs. But when they go low, we kick them, or there is no civility until Democrats take power again.
Oh, those are hate.
That's brave.
Or bother people wherever they happen to be.
Yeah, you go out and you create a crowd. That's stunning and brave. But jobs, not mobs, that's hateful.
Yeah, we just had somebody sent the CNN article about that. Hang on a second.
NBC New York is saying the devices are linked. Good job. Way to crack the case, Sherlock.
All the bombs that were just found around the same time are linked.
They just broke it wide open.
Who would guess?
I wonder if all the other ones were hand delivered.
Somebody would have to be jogging really fast.
They got
Yeah, this would have to be organized by like a cell of some kind.
Not necessarily. I mean, one guy could have done it all.
In one day? I mean,
yeah.
Debbie Wasserman Schultz, isn't she in Florida?
No guy could have delivered it all, but he could have mailed it.
Oh, no, yeah, not hand delivered. We had the hand delivered one to Soros, but as far as we know, the others have all been mailed. So, yeah.
I'm firmly planting my flag in this is probably a false flag kind of thing.
See, I don't know if false flag, but I'm definitely leaning towards Bernie supporter.
It's some lefty thing.
Yeah, because the Bernie supporter shot Steve Scalise, didn't he? The baseball
radical Bernie supporter. His name was James
that's
Hutchinson.
redundant.
He said that he did it to protect Americans' health care.
Yeah.
And it's weird how nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
Texas Cat says, was a Unabomber paroled and we didn't hear about it? No. This is a new freak.
Yeah, the Unabomber's in Florence ADX, and
he's never getting out.
And will be there.
I used to work for one of his relatives. That was a fun subject. Nice. I would never let die.
Nighthawk says, anything is possible. I need more information. Yeah, it is possible that my first reaction was correct, that it's some freaky, what's the word for those guys? The survivalists, preppers. Some prepper who...
survivalist militia type, yeah.
Yeah, thinks that they're doing the right thing. But as the targets come in, yeah, I'm leaning more and more towards a Bernie supporter.
Dude, everyone points at the preppers, the survivalist types, as like the crazy white people. Those will be the first people, if anything ever happened, you would run to.
Oh yeah, they got the food.
Yeah, but they'll kill you.
Oh yeah, that's the whole point. They don't want you to run to them.
That's why. And the thing is, like, I use the term the militia types, but it's like I hate that because they always connect it immediately to Second Amendment stuff. You know what I mean? It's like these are the people that really love that.
What gets me about most preppers though is that they're dumb enough to tell everyone that that's what they do. Like they're real proud of it, so everybody's going to go to them.
Yeah, if I did that, no one would know where I live.
Yeah, that's a smart way to do it.
I would never keep that shit at my house either. I'd buy a plot of land out somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, those will be the first people everyone's like, oh, we need to go to Sinatra says he has all this stuff. Go fuck yourself. You're the crazy guy building the bomb shelter and everyone's pointing and laughing at you. But when the bombs start falling, they're like, let me in.
No, AJ says most preppers are totally Second Amendment types. Yeah, of course they are. They're strong individualists and stuff like that. And there's those who are strongly behind the Second Amendment are definitely individualists in terms of individual right to keep and bear arms. My point is that they try and the argument is, the Ruby Ridge types and the fucking Waco, Texas types, these are the nuts who want guns. It's like, no, that's some bullshit. That's the
ones.
Don't get me started on Ruby Ridge.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? Because that's the kind of connection that gets made. It's like, what are you, one of those? What was the guy's name at Ruby Ridge? Weaver, Randy Weaver.
Randy Weaver.
Yeah, it's like anybody who's really into the Second Amendment, I think they're an undercover Randy Weaver, and it's like, fuck off.
You mean the guy that was won a couple $1 million because they murdered his wife and kid?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that guy.
Cool. Yeah, good comparison there.
That crazy bastard. Yeah, that whole story. Now, Waco was a little bit different. People try to compare them. There were, let's say, problems, but those fuckers were crazy. The Weavers, man, they just got. That was horrible. Everything that happened there, and shooting his wife, and they claim they weren't trying to. Good job, sharpshooter.
Well, it starts even further back than that. Entrapping him into, hey, do you want to saw the barrels off these shotguns? Like a FBI paid agent doing that?
Yep.
I mean,
yeah. If you guys want to hear some really fucked up shit and you don't know the story, go read about Ruby Ridge. That was fucking horrible.
But then the connections get made and they're tenuous. But I mean, that's how those stories. The Ruby Ridge with Randy Weaver, which. Oh, help me out here. The guy who planned and executed the Oklahoma City bombing.
Timothy McVeigh.
Timothy McVeigh got really hyped up because of that. There's video of him hanging out at Waco, Texas, and this is another example of federal government overreaching authority, and then the burning happens, and then that's where this is his trigger to go get started and do the Oklahoma City thing, and there's a connection from A to B to C in some people's minds.
Well, it does happen. I mean, for all the talk about, Trump inciting people, I think he could be. But if it happens, that's some crazy fuck. The same as if Schumer is inciting people or Maxine Waters is inciting people. We only hear it about Trump. And you know what? We have a lot of people right now who are on edge. You can see them on Twitter every fucking day. Timothy McVeigh wasn't religious. I don't know if he was or not. I haven't read a lot about McVeigh. He was a fucking insane asshole who blew up a building, parking it right in front of a fucking daycare because of what happened at Ruby Ridge. And fuck him. How many fucking bombs have been sent so far? Let's see. We have Soros, Clinton, Obama, Schultz,
Holder,
yeah.
CNN.
So 6 so far. Yeah.
Yeah, I still say bombs are for pussies.
And I have no problem when we blow up shit overseas, but over here I would agree.
It's different when it's targeted by a laser.
That's right. When it's the military doing their thing, I'm okay with it. Wait, Hillary got one? Well, not exactly. Hillary, there was one sent to Hillary and there was one sent to Obama, but they were stopped. And depending on who you talk to, it was either in their mailbox, found on their property, or stopped at an Air Force base by the Secret Service.
It was somewhere in the 20-mile radius of their homes.
Yeah. How many have exploded? None.
You should see the Twitter fuckery going on with the Krasensteins right now. They're having a fucking field day with this.
Those fucking morons. I hate. I want to.
Those two.
They have those punchable faces. I'm just gonna leave it there.
Oh yeah, they do. And I mean,
and they're assholes to boot. They don't make
definition of fucking blood sucking leeches. Those two. It's just.
Yep. And they had $450,000 removed from them by the government. They claim they didn't do anything wrong, but yeah.
Oh, they're totally not pyramid schemers. Not at all.
No. The government just took that money from them because that's what the government does.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, this thing that just came across Twitter, I don't even know what it's about, but it reminded me. Did you guys see the guy the other day who stole 5 cases of beer from a convenience store?
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny. I like the look on his face in the one picture. It was hilarious.
Yeah, because they caught him on cam, of course. But yeah, he's got these 5 cases of beer. Just it's as far as his arms can stretch, man. And he ran out of the store with them. So,
is this the David Schwimmer lookalike?
I think so.
Are we sure it's not David Schwimmer?
Oh no, the David Schwimmer thing made me think of it.
Okay,
but no, it was the guy who stole the beer. He was a big old black guy.
Yeah.
I'm not for theft, but I am a little impressed he could carry all of those.
I know they're heavy.
When you say cases, you mean like a flat of 24 cans?
24 cans, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight, man. Shit.
A motherfucker picked up 5 of them. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that David Schwimmer lookalike guy looks a lot like David Schwimmer. I'm not,
yeah, looks like.
But so does Bob Saget. So
Bob Saget looks like David Schwimmer?
Yeah, he does.
Never seen them both in the same place.
I'm telling
you. No. I'm gonna say no on that one.
There's a picture of the guy doing it.
I love that look on his face.
Holy shit, that is a shifty ass look on the picture on the left, man.
Yeah, you could just hear the word like sneaking.
I hear like the Flintstones tippy toe music. Ding, 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 ding.
Apparently he was going for 6, but he kind of dropped 1, so he ended up with 5.
Well, you don't want to get greedy. That'd be weird.
That 5th one was falling anyway, so. Speaking of stealing beer, guys, you can donate to me so I don't have to steal beer. Streamlabs.
You have the worst segues, man.
What? I think that was a great segue. You can also donate to me so I can get better segues. Let's see, there's the Streamlab link since Star went to go have a real life. And you can also donate through the $ below. You can also donate to anybody here who has a Streamlabs that they want to link.
I just have a GoFundMe.
Monkey.
Well, I don't have a Streamlabs, but my channel is free for you to view at any time. And if Gina B has her way.
Teddy says, Monkey, you don't drink beer. But I could have beer for friends who come over.
Yeah, that's what's important.
Yeah, he's doing it for hospitality. This is altruistic, what he's up to.
Indeed. I'm a wonderful host.
Yes, you are.
Oh, somebody... Mustafa says for that picture of the guy stealing the beer, Q Mission Impossible theme. That would actually be awesome for that. And Nighthawk says he thought my segue was clever. So there.
No, it made me laugh. I was.
That's all I do is try to make people laugh.
That's mean, Jenna.
His kitten
I don't know. On my channel, I used to do some political stuff. I guess you could call it that. I think it was really more social stuff. I think a lot of people say they do politics. What they're really doing is social commentary, which is fine. Yeah. Super chat there, Monkey.
Thank you, Red Castry. I napped and now I'm just waiting on my air gun. Oh, that's right. You have that air gun coming in today.
Oh yeah, we told him to go nap. I forgot about that.
And all of that time you would have just been waiting. You were asleep and you'll be rested to play with it. Jenna says I don't have friends. That's not true. I have a couple. They don't come to visit me very often because they live far away. But
look, I can't get to Michigan. You'll just have to make do.
Indeed. So I'll have beer here in case Dax ever comes to Michigan.
And Inquisitor's in chat, the third member of our comic book curation group. It's too bad he couldn't be here.
See, I think those beer cans are great for luring in the bats that he secretly murders.
I didn't. That bat left my house alive. God damn it.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever went back and listened to that? The sound of when I hit that bat?
Yes.
It is horrible. There's just this huge crack. And then you hear me cussing at the bat, asking him, talking to him like he's somebody on the other end of a first-person shooter. Yeah, that bat was pissing me off because he kept purposefully flying to at my head.
Yeah, they do that.
And there was no reason for it. And then I lined him up. And let me tell you, I am a good baseball player, so I fucking knocked that bat out. But when he left my house, he was alive.
He didn't live for long, but he was alive at the time.
Hey, as far as I know, he's still alive.
Plotting his revenge.
I just want to throw this out there. It's illegal to kill a bat. Did you know that?
I did not.
No.
Yeah. That's why I make sure to point out he was alive when he left my house.
I don't think it's illegal in Texas because Walmart kills the bats all the time.
It depends on the state because it is a state thing. And up in Michigan, it is illegal. Jay Brown says, speaking of Michigan, did you see my retweet to you about the U of M gymnastics? I saw it, but I didn't read it. I'm trying to go back through and see if I can find it.
Monkey, what would you do if Satsu and I showed up at your doorstep?
I would invite you in and feed you.
Oh, I would call the cops if Satsu set up on my doorstep.
Satsu lives like 2 minutes from you.
Yeah. So?
It's a much bigger deal if he comes to my house because, one, he's got to track me down. Lucifer says, likely story. No, dude, I swear to God, that bat was alive when I kicked it out of the house.
A very likely story.
He didn't seem to be able to fly anymore, but he was still alive.
He didn't seem to be able to fly anymore. So what, was he crawling on his little wings across your lawn?
Feet?
Well, okay.
He got hit with a bat.
No,
So
he
you're
actually
bleeding
didn't.
out
You know what I
when
hit him with? Little Butt has several dolls she's got that come with the little baby carriers, and it was the only thing I could find. So it's like little 2-foot baby carrier. I lined him up and smacked him with a pink baby carrier meant for a child.
You're a monster.
What you're telling me is now I'm going to have the image of Mark Hamill wandering around the house, swinging a baby carriage around, trying to fight a bat.
No, he's trying to kill a
Possibly with
Minoc.
Not a baby carriage, just a baby carrier.
Like
a
a
baby
car seat.
carrier.
Like
That
a
makes
car
it
seat,
better.
kind of, yeah.
Did you have like the X-Wing pilot helmet on too with the blast shield down?
I wish I did, because now you're putting that image in my head, and I'm going to have to...
Right?
That's so good.
What a perfect image for The Last Jedi and how low it's gone. Elderly Luke Skywalker swinging a child's toy at a miniature Minoc.
You talk about I just improved that movie.
The last bat that got in our house actually flew around, and it got into the bathroom where my son's fiance was taking a bath.
Oh God!
I
And
remember
it ended
this
up
story.
flying into the bath water.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
great.
pervy bat.
So it had to be scooped out and thrown out the window.
You
Yeah,
had a master
Prospero's got a
grocery
good
bet.
point there. Monkey would feed you ramen and lemon lime Kool-Aid, and unstolen beer if you were to show up.
Okay, if
So
you tried to give me ramen, I wouldn't eat it, but the lemon lime Kool-Aid might be okay.
It's
Yeah, I
just
would eat the
lime
ramen
Kool-Aid.
and not the Kool-Aid.
It's just lime Kool-Aid, by the way. It's not lemon lime. It's lime
Oh.
Kool-Aid.
We'll go at the same time. You get the Kool-Aid, I get the ramen.
Works for me.
We'll share the beer.
We've got down to discussing ramen. I think we're going to wrap this one up. Chat, thank you guys so much for the donations. By the way, you can still donate. We're not done yet. Streamlabs and the little button down there. So if you can beat me, you can still do it. Guys, don't forget to drop all of your links into the side chat there while we're not the side chat, the main chat while we're wrapping up here. I'd like to thank Bear, who was here earlier. Jack, Dax, Polly, Sinatra, and Poppy with her nipples for coming by and hanging out with us.
What?
Censorious nipples.
What about her nipples?
For Poppy nipples.
I had my phone in my bra and I kept hiding people's messages on accident with my boobs earlier in the stream.
People in timeout because of it.
Her boobs were
Nobody
timing people
timed out. Nobody was timed out. I just hid messages.
She has fascist boobs, y'all. And on that, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Fascitties.
Later, everyone.
Fascitties, oh my God.
God, no.
See you next time, guys. Bye.